Somebody fucked up the cropping.
Do you see what I have?
Wasn't me.
here?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, it's Kevin. Kevin's fucking up the cropping.
Turtles got it on.
1, 2, 3, 4 turtles.
Is it Blu-ray or is it DVD?
Living underground.
Also, I
It's
know what movie it's
unfortunate.
talking about. Is it? Kevin. Is it the
box?
All right, Kevin. Is it the director's cut of Turtles Forever or the botched TV version?
Also, this is a Kevin face reveal. I had no idea, by the way. Holy shit!
Even
I've
though
seen his
I've
face
revealed my
before.
face a number of times on
I
this
guess
thing.
I wasn't there for those.
Yeah, Seamus is half aware. I'm joking.
Okay, I will admit I have drank a bit this evening, so you are not wrong.
Yeah. See?
I
See
would not
what
be
I
able to
mean?
tell because I have not popped in Turtles Forever because I still got to finish.
Well,
my
let me
rewatch
know
of
because
03.
let me know because I might get that for myself if it is the original version because the original
You
version.
might
This
as
is-
well
hang on.
get it.
Ben, this is the only way you can get the DVD version of the fucking show anyways, because the Funimation DVDs were god fucking awful.
Wait, I thought it was.
Well, no, I have a
a
remastered version of Turtles Forever. That's an HD. That's the director's cut.
Actually,
so,
yeah, I have.
took me hours to find. By the way,
we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome
Hello.
back to
Welcome
Gamehvies.
to the Dragon of Quest, or
Yes.
otherwise
Yes.
known as
Where
DQ
we've-
Grill and
where
Chill.
the first of
Yeah,
four
where we're
films.
talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the first 5 minutes of the fucking stream. Because
Yeah,
we
thanks,
are
Kevin.
100%.
Shit.
Look,
We are
Look, why don't we
200%
just get on with
professional.
it?
Yes.
We're the
Look,
best
why don't we
there
just
is at what
get
we
on
do.
with it, okay?
Okay. So let me.
And what we do
so
isn't
today,
exactly very nice.
Today, we accidentally skipped a movie and are going right ahead to the first Dragon Quest movie that was released in theaters many, many years ago. The first of 4
1991.
films, actually.
I thought it was 3.
And well, there's a fourth one that was
there's
released in
several Dragon Quest
2010s.
films.
Yeah,
Damn, okay.
the first 3 were released in the 90s and another later in 2010s. I think it was called Your Story. But yeah, Seamus, do you have any little?
Okay. So first off, Your Story is the most recent Dragon Quest film adaptation, which was based off arguably the most highly revered Dragon Quest story specifically, not game story in Japan, which was Dragon Quest V.
Dragon Quest
though
V. I have that game for Super Nintendo.
Nice.
But it was never released in the West though.
I know.
So how is that possible?
I have the import.
Oh,
He's based like that.
So
By the way,
I could go into the plot, but I risk spoiling it, so I'm not going to. The point being
fair.
is that this is a adaptation of would you believe it, a Shonen Jump manga from the late 1980s.
Yep.
And
Yes.
despite the name Dragon Quest, Akira Toriyama had
nothing to do with
nothing to do with him. Yeah,
Yep.
nothing to do with Toriyama because he was still doing Dragon Ball. He actually started Dragon Ball Z at the time of this manga's initial publication in 1989. So he was well busy redefining shonen manga.
Think of it like this. Think of it like this. The movie is based off the anime. That's based off the manga. That's based off the video game.
So interestingly, the animated television series, despite what you say, Ben, actually started 3 months after the first movie, because the first anime movie actually came out in July 1991. The animated series, which was around 40 by Toei, it was like less than 50 episodes long, started in October.
That's really interesting.
So it
Can we just get started already?
Let's get started. So hang on,
I'll give you a countdown long enough.
Yep. All right, so
don't need a countdown. We're watching it off your stream.
3, 2, 1.
So much.
My thing froze. Give me a moment.
Well, I need to make Don
so much
Cheadle
for my
go
interesting
away.
lore. Because
God
honestly,
damn it.
I was getting into a groove, damn it, and you totally like ruined my
Seamus,
groove.
we're supposed to get into the groove as the movie is playing.
All right, it started.
My man, I was trying to set the scene. I'm quite surprised that the Toei logo is still high definition for an 80s.
But yeah, I do want to say I apologize. I apologize to all.
Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Okay. I apologize to all 5 Far East of Eden fans for skipping your movie. We'll do that next time. Is
Oh,
that,
dude, it's Erdrick!
That's Edric! Oh shit!
This actually
badass.
looks pretty neat for an 80s
Are you
movie.
are you
or
meaning to tell me
90s
that
movie.
Adventure of Die is canon to the first 3 Dragon Quest games?
Yeah, looks like it. That's really cool. That's cool. And if anyone's wondering, yes, this is the first time we're watching this. I've never watched this before. Diva Shimas,
Yeah, I've
who's a
never
big
seen it.
Dragon Quest fan.
So it's a good thing
Yeah,
I'm here. and
This
you
is
did
actually
this.
my introduction to Dragon Quest was through watching a series of videos on Fortune Street.
Now, if you look really closely, you can see Yamcha like squatting in one of those like abandoned buildings with like Poir.
Oh yeah, I can see him right now.
Or
Oh, he's just dead.
No, that's in the
and here's
Saiyan
Yamcha.
Saga.
Yeah,
He's dead.
but before we watched this,
DK.
me and Sheamus were
Yamcha's
me and Sheamus were arguing over whether this was an OVA or a movie released in theaters. And I looked it up, and it was released alongside 2 Toho movies in Japan in theaters.
Well, this is only
Revenge of
30 minutes
Cooler
long.
and another film. Yeah.
By the way, Benjamin, when we get to doing the Pokemon movies, are we going to include the Pikachu shorts?
I've got to admit, this is amazing animation,
maybe.
guys. Truly Toei's
Yeah, the
peak.
animation.
Definitely animation.
You know what, I
Definitely
really
not
like-
still images panning in front of each other. Parallax
I will
scrolling.
admit,
What's
I
that?
do-
This
I
is
do like-
animation. Oh, there's penis.
It's really. It's.
Yep,
know.
we're getting
Oh, Jesus Christ.
demonetized.
Oh,
Yep,
no,
yep.
we're-
It's an early Toriyama project.
No,
absolutely.
The screen is still. The screen is still pixelated, guys.
the
Don't
And now,
worry,
ladies
they
and
can't
gentlemen,
see it.
we present
The
to you
screen is more-
Bambi if presented with Toei Animation's budget.
Yeah, we didn't get taken down for joysticks somehow. And this
Okay,
is
if you look
what
really
pixelated
hard, you can see
joysticks.
Goku flying on the Nimbus cloud. You have to look really
How have we
closely,
not-
though.
How have we not been taken down for
And if you look,
joysticks?
if you look really, really closely, you could see a bunch of idiots playing Fortune Street.
Oh, finally, things are moving.
The Demon King's minions were released.
It's
from his dark
animation!
influence.
Oh,
seen
that
animation in years.
That Dracula. The
That's a
slimes
pterodactyl.
of
Slime draws
Dracula look
near
way off.
your
They look
command.
way
That's a
off.
pterodactyl from
They
Dragon
look.
Ball. You know, you could
Oh
probably
man,
say
the
that
art
Dragon
style
Ball and Dragon
looks.
Quest take place.
The
in
art
the
style
same
looks
universe.
way
Guys,
off of
guys,
Toriyama's
That sounds like a
original
cop
design.
out.
Guys, stop talking over each other one at a time, please.
Wait a second.
Oh, hi
Oh.
Goku.
Goku.
This is. I like the animation here. I love how it's drawn. It's just.
Oh, dude,
it's
this is
great.
a song from Dragon Quest 3, I think, that they got here. Oh, that's really cool. They're remixing the game soundtrack.
That is cool.
Yeah,
I
that's-
like this.
That's something rare to see in an animated adaptation of a video game, because they usually just do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
makes
me
wonder if,
especially during this.
Well, the Persona 4 animation actually reuses the soundtrack from
Oh.
the game.
It kind of
That's a
makes you wonder
Goku,
if
alright.
Koichi Sugiyama actually helped with the orchestration for this OVA, these films, you know, because he was never a fan of like them digitizing his work, you know, into like MIDI soundtracks to make them work. So it makes me wonder, did he get involved with
If
this?
he got hit more times in the head, and that bump would that bump would end up increasing in length.
This is a really
I really
After
want
all,
to watch the
that's how-
2020 series of Adventure Die and see if this actually starts like this, like it's like a Digimon Monsters.
It has the
Digimon,
Yamcha
a Dragon
star on
Quest
his
Monsters
feet.
game. Meanwhile, on the Grand Line,
Yayo, yayo. Dream it, don't give it up,
all your
Luffy.
hopes and dreams.
yeah,
By
this
the
is-
way,
are you
I had
sure- are you
recently-
sure this is a
By
Dragon
the way,
Quest
Alex,
Monsters
I had
game?
recently read through the entirety of Thriller Bark, and it's
No,
the
off
best
topic.
arc. It's
Stay
the
on.
best arcade free time skip One Piece.
I would go into detail about how I disagree, but we're not talking about like One Piece. We're talking
Yeah.
about Dragon Quest.
Yeah, we're on a Dragon Quest movie.
One Piece wasn't even out at this time.
This
Heck,
is
it wasn't even like as,
This is
as like
also
a
really
like a
nice transfer. Like, not only does
Yeah,
this
this
look
is the-
good in terms of animation, this looks good in terms of, like, this is HD. This isn't like a DVD.
yeah. I'm surprised. You got a
Anywave
point.
actually, 9 Anime are currently Anywave actually he does try to get the best quality
Look at that
of
pissed
what's
off
currently
slime
out there,
jelly.
which is why even the Attack on Titan and stuff for both Japanese and English are using their Blu-ray versions.
I will say,
Oh my god.
this was a.
Headstrong to take you on.
I love the animation.
It's very. I mean, I was gonna say. I feel like it's not as expressive as it could be for Dragon Quest because it's
Damn,
kind of
kid,
known
if
for
you
being
had a
quite
metal
expressive.
sword, you might actually be a
But
threat.
the action, but the choreography is like
clan.
well done, honestly. Okay, so if the Demon Kings they
Recycled
mentioned,
animation, no jutsu.
This could actually could take place between the events of Dragon Quest 3 and 1, potentially.
So
No,
it's Dragon
yeah,
Quest
maybe.
2.
Well, remember, Dragon Quest 2 is a sequel to 1, but 3 is a prequel to the original game 1.
Oh.
Oh, dude, that lumpy, like, slime-like guy looks nothing like in the games. He looks way more dignified. That's
God
like
damn it,
2
I'm gonna
bumps he's
get
got
brain
in, like,
damage
in,
if you
like,
keep
in, like,
hitting me
30
on the
minutes.
head.
No wonder he's so dumb. You keep whacking him on the head with coconuts and, like, your staff.
It's just
what if
like
he's secretly a
Goku.
wacka?
Okay. Meanwhile, in Castle Grayskull's ass.
I think you might be right.
Fabulous secret
How
powers.
convenient that all this is happening on this
When I
one
pull
island,
out
by
my
the way.
magic
chaka,
dagger.
ooga chaka,
I can't stop
ooga
this
chaka,
feeling
chaka,
deep
Oh my God,
inside
they're
of
chaka.
me.
Okay, we could stop.
I don't believe
It was good though, Kevin. It was good.
No. Oh, we're not in the chanting scene anymore. If we're in a chanting scene, we have to do ooga chaka. Among our various running jokes, we have that. Then there's of singing Bohemian Rhapsody,
Though,
which, by the way, Fran also gets in on.
Consider this. Apparently, this got a good HD transfer with like proper colors and everything, and Dragon Ball's still getting shafted to this day.
Well, gee, it's almost like Funimation hates us.
You know
they
what?
used to
Toei-
be. This
Toei
lady's a
also did
racist.
that.
Toei as well. It's
Yeah,
not the
Toei
as
is
well.
also responsible as well. They lost
'Cause,
the
yeah,
original
Funimation
film
was-
because they weren't
didn't-
able to, recycle it.
Well,
No. They
surprisingly,
didn't lose
like,
the original
the-
film. They lost the original stereo audio masters. They
Yeah.
still have the
wow.
original film negatives.
a lot of
By the way,
those are actually
Funimation are
starting
the
to
ones
come
who
back
lost the
recently.
fucking film. Because they,
Yeah.
after they scanned
Well, the
shit
thing was, like,
for
when
their
it comes to
widescreen
it was
Blu-rays,
They can't
lost
just
it.
admit
They-
they
When
can't
it
just
comes to,
admit
like-
that they didn't have the film negatives. They just had to say, "Oh, it was always meant to be 16
well,
by 9."
remember that the film negatives that they received was a transfer, so it was like a third generation tape
yeah.
that they
Can
got.
we stay on topic for
Yeah,
Dragon Quest, please?
Yeah, we can watch Dragon
But
Quest.
I mean, it's Dragon Ball, Dragon Quest, same difference, really.
I mean, yeah. But I will say,
Designed by the
I got a
same
question for
guy.
everyone. What was
But
your
then-
first
but they're
Dragon
very-
Quest? What was
They're very different series, though.
what was your first Dragon Quest game, and what's your favorite?
8 and 8.
11.
Okay, so, 5.
I've never played a
and I
Dragon
haven't
Quest
played any
game.
others.
I haven't played a Dragon Quest game. Like I said, my only exposure to it is through Fortune Street.
I do
Or
have.
the-
It's actually a good game, though, surprisingly.
That's a good game, yeah.
I have one of the PS2 ones, one
Hey.
of the 3DS ones.
A caterpillar with tentacles.
Oh, they
please
oh,
I
don't
like
molest
how-
her.
I like how the lady is just- I like how the
remade,
lady- I
they
like
remade Dragon
how
Quest
the
7 and 8 for the 3DS, Alex. So which one of those?
Yeah.
That's a very good question. I have.
Do you remember? Okay, here's a good question here. Do you remember the camera for the world being isometric or behind the character?
I never played it. It's
Well,
on my shelf. I have never touched it.
Okay.
I do want to
okay.
say I find it funny that the lady is just flat out racist.
I still want to actually play Dragon Quest 8's enhanced version on the 3DS, but like modded to have the because for some stupid ass reason the 8th game, when it was released in the West, had the MIDI soundtrack,
Oh, that's because the
whereas the
oh
Japanese
there's
version had
actually
the
I know the
orchestrated
reason.
soundtrack.
Yeah, I know the reason for that. It's because the Japanese composer hates his music being released overseas and refuses to let them release it.
Oh,
So they
just
have
like
to
the
use, like,
Yu-Gi-Oh
the mini version.
composer.
And yet, for
Yep,
some
pretty
reason,
much.
the 8 soundtrack was orchestrated in America and Europe, but it wasn't in the Japanese initial release. What sense
Yeah,
does that make?
something. Yeah, he changed his tune in the later years and hated America and the other Eastern
So
countries
I
and such.
would only play
Monkey.
like 8 on the 3DS modded with the orchestrated soundtrack because it would just for me as someone who grew up
I
with it, it
tried.
wouldn't feel
The
right.
weird, the sad thing is, I tried to get it to work. I haven't been able to get it to work for some reason. I thought I did originally, but I was mistaken.
I mean, it adds like Red and Mori as party members and an actual prologue to the main character's like arc, which I'm very interested in because the story in DQ8 is fantastic, even if it is
Yeah.
quite simple.
I also have Dragon Quest 1, 2,
11's,
and
by the
3
way,
for,
is probably the best story like in all of
Oh
Dragon
no, guys!
Quest.
Look, it's
Honestly,
it's the stone in the wall. He's back. He's evil.
It's the Ark
By
in
the way,
Stone.
Seamus.
Oh, it's an eye. He opens his eye.
are you surprised that's an
Far
eye, dude?
over
I thought it was just
the
some random
misty
stone.
mountain.
Oh,
We
So,
gotta definitely, Alex. You and I definitely gotta sing that.
yeah. I have Dragon Quest 4 for the DS. I have Dragon Quest 5 for the Super Nintendo.
Oh,
1, 2, and 3
dude.
for the Switch.
Finally, a dragon in Dragon Quest.
Oh my God! It can't be real.
By the way, Seamus, do you prefer Akira Toriyama's monster designs or or
Go on.
who's the character designer?
Eventually.
Who's the character
This is
designer for
totally
Final
discount
Fantasy?
Shenron.
Yeah.
Tetsuya Nomura did them like after 5, if I recall.
Yeah, Tetsuya Nomura. Do you prefer Nomura or Toriyama's monster designs?
When it comes to like threatening-esque, realistic-esque designs, I gotta give it to Nomura. But then again, some of the work that he was doing was derived from the NES games before he worked at Square Enix, whereas Toriyama was there from the very beginning for Dragon Quest, and his designs exude a lot of personality and charm, and even some threatening natures to them based there. So, in all honesty, I've got to give it to Toriyama for his monster designs.
Okay, who is a mangaka that you'd want to see do monster designs for a video game?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. That's
Well,
I gotta think
Kazuki
about like
Takahashi is dead, so...
Well, obviously, we can't have him,
Well,
unfortunately.
I mean, consider this. Hiro
Is that
Mashima was actually known-
Gaibon?
Hiro
That was
Mashima,
Gaibon's stream.
who did Fairy Tail.
Or no,
actually
wait,
did
that
some,
was Rodan.
from Dragon Quest.
Yeah, that's Rodan's scream.
He did like he did some like
Yeah,
Monster
you're right.
Hunter,
That is Rodan. It's Rodan.
manga back in the day.
Oh, cool.
The thing is, I would have said Eiichiro Oda, but the thing is, he had full reign of monster designs in Strong World, so he already had that chance of like, but they're
Yeah.
very distinct and different. And he even like
Kubo.
helped out a bit with that with
I'd want
think
either
Odyssey?
Kubo. I want either Kubo or Kohei Horikoshi to do monster designs.
I honestly, considering his experience with Monster Hunter and how iconic those characters are, like he adapted them quite well. I think Hiro Mashima would do a pretty cool job from Fairy Tail. Give him like a challenge
Do you think
outside of
either-
like making like character design lines that have the same face and body figure, much like another series that's mentioned. Because yeah, he has the same exact problem.
So Seamus, do you think either of my suggestions would be a lot?
I think giving Kohei Horikoshi that challenge of monster designs, considering he's been designing like other humanoid-esque characters, would be a good challenge for him.
and the thing is,
I don't
I know
know.
Kubo does. I know Kubo did the design for like hollows, but I want to see him do something other than a hollow.
I do agree because like he does a good job of making them threatening, but the thing is, they go a long way with their personality alongside that, and
yeah, and
eventually
he does really good with the character writing.
I feel as if like we need someone who can do distinct kind of like colorful esque designs that are both cute but also threatening at the
That's
same
a very
time.
interesting bit of
And-
camera work there.
Like
Yeah.
Horikoshi probably could do a better job at that,
I will-
considering that he has
I
drawn
will.
different
I will
Maybe-
say.
maybe both
I
of
do
them
want
should
to say.
work together
I
then.
do. I do want to
And
say
also,
I
like,
do really like I do really like the animation in this movie so
I
far. It is
do think that
eye-catching.
Kubo's strength is character design because he was brought in for the new Soccer Wars game, and he did a fantastic job of that, by the way.
Oh
Soccer
wow.
Soccer Wars
Wars?
game.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
like the new
football
Soccer
was
Wars
that
game.
serious.
TJ Kubo actually did the character designs, and he did a really good job, honestly.
Okay, you.
So I think he excels more in character design than monster design, honestly. Not to down credit him, of course.
I'd
God, I
still,
love the
considering
animation here.
like I said, considering the hollows, I'd still say, hey, that he'd be good at monster design.
You know, teach their own. I
Fuck
think give
you,
him another job.
Sauron!
Give him a.
It's
No, this
Butterfruit.
ain't Sauron. Sauron's like more of an active character. He's not just a fucking stone in a mountain. Wait, this is just Link's Awakening now. When's the Dream Wheel gonna show up?
Oh,
Ooh,
it's
What the
Zoro.
Hi, Goku? What?
They predated Super Saiyan, by the way. Golden
Yeah,
and
that-
The
Bizarre.
golden
that
brain.
presents- It's Pokemon.
The golden great ape. I'm like,
Oh, dude, it's a golem from the DQ games and a tree. All these are classic designs. Oh, this is great. Seeing them in animation like this. I'm not big on that
Yeah,
flying
this is
slime, by the way.
really when it's
That
not
flying slime looks pretty-
reusing animation, it's amazing.
It's not reusing animation. It's
It did
no,
a few
it's not.
times. It did a few times.
I will say this:
his mouth
as
wasn't
good-
even moving.
Modern Toei uses way more animation than they do back in the
Yes,
early
yes.
90s.
I'm just pointing out what I see.
Oh yeah, she's still being carried by like Rodan there. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
it's freaking Rodan.
He was like being carried by Rodan for like 5 minutes.
They're lynching the racist.
I feel like Rodan was much better in the MonsterVerse than he was in most other Godzilla works.
I agree.
Like, seriously, you look at Rodan's design in the MonsterVerse, you're
Oh,
like,
no!
oh my god.
Honestly,
Oh
if
my
I'm being
god.
if I'm being honest, the design of this like female character is really bland and like not really interesting compared to. Keep this in mind, like the Dai actual manga has a lot more distinct character designs than this. She just feels very generic to me, and Dai exudes a lot more personality through his character than she
Yeah,
does.
You know,
Dai-
the amount of times they zoomed in on him with that camera panning, and I half have pictured Sniper King's theme to start playing.
Oh, guys,
I could
it's
I could
fight
totally
time.
see because like it would. The thing was like in the anime they actually had like a whole like homage
from
of like the
Sniper
Toei animation
Island
logo in the
far
background when they introduced him.
away.
I could totally see
When
that
I
being the
take
case.
aim, it's straight
Quiet,
and
quiet.
true.
Stop singing, stop
Ooh,
singing,
la, la,
please.
loo.
Please.
It seems really good though. Soviet King's theme is
And-
great in English and Japanese.
Then you need to listen to Sniper King's theme. It's really good.
When we
Okay,
get to that movie.
I can't confirm if
Water 7?
I can't confirm if this is the same Demon King from Dragon Quest 3. So I've never played DQ3. I'm waiting for the remake
Yeah, I
to
haven't
eventually
either.
come out. Whenever it was announced like 2
Did you ever
years
see
ago. When
that
the fuck is
Smash
it coming
Brothers
out?
trailer? Or for when the hero character or from Dragon Quest was announced?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I lost my
no, no,
shit.
no.
I loved it.
No,
I
hold on,
loved
let me
it.
finish. Did you see the one where holding out for a hero place in the background instead?
I feel like I might have because
I
of the
have.
name. It just depressed me so much
Where
that the
have
Western
all
fan
the
base
good
like
men gone
Oh,
and
guys, they're remixing.
where
Guys, quiet,
are
quiet,
the
quiet, quiet, quiet. They're
gods?
remixing Dragon Quest music.
I'm trying to hear it, but I can't really picture it. Oh yeah, they are. Yes, they are. That's the Dragon Quest 3, one of the Dragon
Yeah,
Quest 3
everyone was
themes. You're
talking
right, Ben.
over it.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to pay attention.
Which we
You're
get
saying
told
that-
off for
you're-
not
this is
doing
the-
a bunch of
drag-
times.
This was in the Smash Bros. Reveal trailer for Hero, by the way. That's how you know this theme.
Yep.
Also, it's the dragon's back. Kenron, you're back. If I'm
Hey
being
kid,
completely
you're not
honest,
really doing anything to convince us that these monsters aren't evil.
Regardless of like how much personality is in the animation there, the story is shallow as can be. The characters are very boring, and the villain is generic
Yeah.
as all be.
Fun with
This is
it.
a really,
Yeah, that's kind of
really
yeah. This is
lame
kind of
story.
why.
You know, this
Yeah,
is
this is
still
kind
a
of
visual
why I'm hardly
treat.
really paying attention. Like,
Yeah, we're
it
talking about other
visually
things.
looks
I've been paying
great, but
attention. I've been
otherwise
enjoying
it's
myself.
just
It's
It's
not
basically
over yet.
it's about as bland as the second
It's not
Dragon
over
Ball
yet.
movie.
It's not over
Two-thirds of
yet.
the way
It's not
into
over
this
yet.
movie. Like, how on earth could it possibly get better?
Let's find out.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but I feel like considering this is an early '90s Toei movie, I feel like I really shouldn't.
Quiet.
There's subtitles in this, Ben. We can say whatever the hell we want.
I'm
We'll
trying to
understand what's going on.
listen.
It's oh so sad.
My God, people! This is not what people expect when they hear a girl mounting a dragon. Honestly,
She's literally riding a dragon.
By the way, does anybody remember the second Dragon Ball movie?
are we
We're not talking about Dragon Ball. We're not talking
the
about
one with
Dragon Ball.
Dracula?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
that's boring.
Well, I mean, it's more interesting.
This is
than
basically
though.
like
No,
like
that's
that.
not even close. Nah, it's not
Only
even close.
this has much more consistently smooth animation.
Also, it's taking advantage of like the mass amount of like art design that Toriyama gave to like Square. Or sorry, no, not Square. Enix. It was Enix still back in the day.
For those curious, the Sleeping Princess at Devil's Castle essentially follows the premise of before Goku goes to the World Martial Arts Tournament,
Which is cool, actually.
and he and
so like it's between his
and
training
he
with
and Krillin
Master Roshi and Krillin.
he and Krillin during their training have to go rescue Bulma from Lucifer.
So is like Krillin still an asshole at this point? Because I think that would be an interesting like character dynamic.
Yes, he is.
Honestly,
He's going
that
Super
sounds really
Saiyan.
cool.
He's got
Okay,
Super
this-
Saiyan.
He just
Okay, no, this is
broke
okay.
Broly's hat.
This was before Super Saiyan, by the way. So no, it's not.
He's pre Super Saiyans.
Kaioken!
Kyle, what?
Exactly.
Look, he's even made a Dragon Ball crater there.
More remix
I'm
Dragon
not-
Ball music.
I won't
I'm
forget
trying
you.
I'm
I
sorry.
will never forgive you. You've denied me
He's
Poon for
gone.
too long, and I'm gonna stop you, my dude. Avant Strash!
Well,
Wait.
now
Oh, is he actually gonna do that? By the way, the Avant Strash. That's because he has that symbol on his forehead when he's doing it. Dai is like got like some kind of ancient power within him to allow this. And more music from the games. Oh my god, from 8. Oh my god, more music.
Oh shit. We're gonna get an awesome epic fight.
Is he gonna break out of the wall?
Yep.
is the damsel in distress going to
Damn.
actually do something?
Okay, she almost
No.
did something, but then she was interrupted, so she's done
Yeah.
nothing. this whole time.
She tried to do something twice and was interrupted both times.
Yep. It's
It's a
Hirudegarn!
Power Ranger!
Nah,
It's a Power
Hirudegarn
Rangers
looks
villain.
cooler.
It's-
Oh, okay, I won't lie. That design's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Let's keep this in mind. This predates Hirudegarn by a good amount of time. This is
Yep.
really cool.
Even if Hirudegarn had a better design in my mind, he's still bland as
This,
fuck.
honestly, he makes hot pink work. I won't lie.
Ooh!
Yeah, honestly, the design of
Oh,
this main
wow.
villain, the
This
Demon
is-
Lord's actually really
Oh wow,
cool.
this is actually kind of subversive. The hero's power up doesn't actually, amount to him,
You see, he just,
overpowering the
nudged his
villain.
JPEG a little bit to the left.
Ooh, a dagger. Warida!
Whoa!
Oh, she did something!
She actually
She
did
did
something for once.
What a petty
Again,
villain.
more music from the
Ah.
games. Again, I'm genuinely surprised at how much music they've incorporated from the games. I'm genuinely surprised.
What?
Oh yeah, that golden slime's actually done something too. It's bloody annoying, honestly. That slime's done nothing. It has a name?
Go, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
it's said
that
a few
face was
times.
surprisingly well drawn.
Oh my god, he's going Kaioken again.
I will never forgive you!
Frieza!
His power levels 7,000, 8,000.
Vegeta! What does the scouter say
Oh,
about
of course
his
he
power
knows
level?
it.
It's over 8,000.
No. Even better, Seamus. It's 1,006. What?
Oh,
Really?
his feet are cracking from
Yeah,
the pressure.
kick his ass, Nappa.
That's awesome.
Yay!
Yo, he didn't use a Von Strauss, but that's
Do
a cool
the
way to end it.
impossible, see the invisible. Row,
Row,
fight
row,
the power.
power. Touch the untouchable.
Touch the untouchable, break the unbreakable. Row,
Row,
fight the power. Of how you
Okay,
got
I'm
my
sorry.
reference
This is
easily.
this is nowhere near as cool as Gurren Lagann, even though it's trying.
No, it's not. Still worth it.
It's still good. Still
It's
great.
like that final fight was better than all of this movie combined. I'm sorry, it absolutely
No, I
was.
disagree.
He was a cool
Yes, it
villain
was.
and honestly.
He
Yes,
is. I
And
agree.
he had
was.
pose a threat. He was just like a fucking rock for 2/3 of it. But how am I supposed to be
Yes.
threatened by that?
Oh, I thought you meant the whole movie, not the design.
No, the whole movie, yeah. No, the whole movie has
No,
been
I
pretty shit
disagree.
until
Oh, I
that point.
disagree with that. I disagree with that
Yes, it was.
completely. I disagree.
The animation can only go so far in terms
The
of a shit
animation
story.
can't carry
Let's
the
finish.
entire thing, Benjamin.
I disagree, but we'll get to that.
Honestly, like I get the feeling that in an environment where, because keep in mind, this is like the second anime movie, well, the third anime movie adaptation of a video game. This is the high point for it, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
far, I
all right.
agree.
Oh, you have to take things into perspective. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
This
the first one
yeah, you're
was
right.
the Super Mario Brothers movie, and that movie was kind of weird. That movie
Okay,
has
so,
very
yeah,
little to do with the
yeah.
fucking game. This has a
No,
lot to do with the game.
correction. Just a quick correction. It's the fourth one, but actually, wait, no, I'm wrong. It's the third one to be released in theaters and the fourth one overall.
Oh my god,
Well,
the
that's
slime!
saying-
It's
Here.
a slime!
I did say anime.
The slime here.
It looks so weird though with pupils like that. That's not how I imagine the slimes are, dude.
It's, it's a little weird, but I don't mind.
That's because he had like a wooden sword this whole time. More music
Oh,
from
you're
the
just gonna
games! Oh
give
my
it-
god, I can hear it. I can hear more music from the games. Oh my god.
Okay, quick question. What good is a knife that doesn't have a point on the end? That
Good
has
question.
a
He
blunt
made it
edge.
work though. He made it work.
Yeah, but that has a blunt edge.
And I finally know the princess's name after like
Leona?
almost 30 minutes.
She's
Yeah, I
been-
finally know her
she's been
name.
saying her name was Leona for a long time.
Yeah,
I
she's
just
been
didn't
saying
care.
that.
I genuinely did
You
not
haven't
care.
even been paying attention.
I haven't
Board
been
and
paying
bring
attention.
along all your hopes and
Hopes
dreams.
Together we
Together we will find everything that we're looking for.
One
One
Dragon
piece.
I'm gonna become the king of the monster ranchers.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't even think it's happened yet.
Goodbye. I say I'd see you again, but I'd be lying.
It's a
Okay,
fucking.
like I have to.
there was an
I have
ant
to
in the
credit
background.
the Pokemon the Bridge Race for that back in the day. That's not my joke.
That kid still has the Yamcha scar.
This movie almost
And-
looks like it could have been animated yesterday in a retro style.
And nothing of
Yeah.
value was lost. Honestly, but
Or
though,
gained.
keep in mind, as you said, it was a package movie from the early 90s, so you have to put things into perspective, as lame as this
Yeah.
movie was.
I liked it. I didn't think it was
By
like no. I thought
itself,
it was
it's
really
not.
charming.
It's kind of lackluster, like most of the Pikachu shorts.
Oh, the Pikachu
Otherwise,
shorts are really,
it's-
they were filled with way more personality than this, the Pikachu shorts.
No, the
Which is
Pikachu
kinda
shorts are
sad.
great too.
Yeah, and what's good about them is they have no dialogue in it. They give more personality and more charm than this thing did in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
If you're discounting the narrator dialogue,
I'm just talking about the pure. I'm not talking the narrator there.
which by the way, the
specifically.
English dub has better narration than the Japanese version.
All right.
Which just
So my thoughts on this movie
overtly
are
tells
it
you
is.
Yeah, hang on, everyone. Sheamus, go
I need-
first since you're the Dragon Quest expert.
I gotta go to the bathroom too first. Honestly, this
Oh,
movie's
actually,
pretty
fair
lame.
enough.
Animation's pretty solid there. The fact that they have orchestrated versions of the soundtrack from the games, because remember, Dragon Quest 3 and 4 were the most recent games at the time. That's a pretty big deal. But a lame story, shallow characters, a generic as hell villain, even if he has a cool-esque design, it doesn't even. It's not even as good as the games it was based on story-wise.
By the way,
And
Seamus.
that's honestly really tragic. 4 out of 10.
By the way, Seamus, if you want, by the way, Seamus.
Too low.
Nah, I put it at a 5.
I'd put it at.
I disagree.
Honestly, like for a nice little 30-minute action flick, it's like I'd say it's like a good 8 out of 10 almost.
I agree. My
Like,
take.
I'm giving it the
do you mind if
full
I go
seal.
first?
I'm giving it the full seal of approval personally.
I agree. I almost agree. So let me give my thoughts. So let's look at it from perspective. It was the 4th ever video game animated movie, the 3rd ever to be released in theaters. By that point, yeah, it's on the top of the list for me there. It's so much better. Does it have issues? Yes, it's extremely simple. The characters are simple, the story's simple, the action for some bits is simple. But as a short 30-minute special movie thing, I thought it was really charming. I love the animation. I love how it's drawn. I like how some of it's like this storybook. I just really dug its style, and I
Yeah.
love the animation. Some of the action set pieces were great, and yeah, the story it's simple. It's shallow even, but it's one of those things I could watch and just have fun with it. I could genuinely just sit down, turn off my brain, and have a good time. And I feel like that's the most important part. Like, it's not supposed to be this big, grand movie. And honestly, like, I feel like it's a bit more justified back then because, again, this was super early on in video game movie history. Extremely so. Do I put in seal approval? No, I can't put that high, but I will put in guide required right above Mario.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
a
say
fair thing.
I think it is better than that, but I don't think it's better than the Wizard, and I don't think it belongs in seal of approval because of its issues. To me, it's fun. I could watch it and turn off my brain, but I'm not gonna pretend it's amazing or great. It's just a fun time. I think it's just a fun little thing to watch and just have fun. That's my take.
Honestly, like
Alrighty
I'd
then.
watch this. I'd watch this a couple of times. I'd watch this more often than I'd want to watch The Wizard, or not like The Wizard.
Fair enough. So our votes are Shima said 4 out of 10, so that's 10 on arrival. Kevin, you said the same thing. I said guide required, and Alex said seal of approval. So we're kind of tied from up here
We're
around this
putting it in
area.
took forever. I'll bet. It's probably gonna be
Yeah,
the first
since
one
it
in took
kind of
forever.
goes around. Yeah, for my personal tier list, it's got to be in guide required. But yeah, we'll put it in took forever since we're kind of split on the vote when it comes to higher or below. But yeah,
Any-
that's it for this. That's it for the movie this
All
week.
right,
Unless
I'm back.
oh,
I'm
Shivas,
back. I'm back. Sorry. I
You
didn't
know,
know
you
I
missed my
forgot.
review.
I honestly forgot that you did a tier list for this.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it was like a number-based thing. So, did anyone else give their thoughts about this?
Yes.
I
Yes,
gave
we
my
did.
thoughts. I put it in guide required above Mario, and Alex put it above the Wizard
So,
in seal of
for
approval.
someone who is unfamiliar like me with this whole great tier list, by the way, but like in terms of naming, but
Thank
what do they
you.
mean? What do they mean?
Okay, so definite is essentially the definite video game movie,
Yeah,
like
that's
the
the.
Definitive,
must watch. They
Yeah,
are
that's the
the
top tier.
best of the best. Seal of approval is great. Like they're genuinely great. They got the seal of approval on there, but they aren't at the top. They almost are. Guide required. They're still very good. They're fun, but they might need what's the word I'm looking for? A bit of
They're not.
context,
Yeah,
maybe just
they're not
context behind them.
perfect. They're above average. They're less. There's there's a lot to them, but there's not enough there. There's not like enough to
Yeah.
bite down on.
Yeah.
You know.
Took forever. Took forever is basically mid.
Okay.
It's mid. Like
Yeah.
they're the mid movies. Like they're not bad, but they're not good either. They're there. Dead on Arrival. It's bad.
It's
They're
bleak,
bad.
basically.
It's bleak. It's bleak. It's so bad bad it's good is exactly what it is. A reference to
Yeah.
the wizard, and it's so bad it's good tier list. So stuff like joysticks or Postal movie when we get to it would go here. Shovelware.
And that
Do I
cyber,
need to tell you
whatever
what
the
shovelware
that
means?
cyber ninja
And
movie.
we're talking about Uwe Boll's like filmographies
Yeah.
and things down there.
Yeah, every movie he's made
Yeah.
except for Postal and arguably All Hail the King, when
We'll get
Jason
to that.
Statham is on
Yeah.
screen.
Okay, so if you wanted, I thank you for the context, by the way. So given what I know, I
problem.
gave it a 4 out of 10. I think it's DOA. I'm sorry, it's too shallow
Fair
of a
enough.
movie.
That's what I
Honestly,
thought
but
you
I don't.
meant.
Yeah, so I didn't know you had this tier list here. I don't know if that changes anything, so I just thought I'd mention
Yeah.
that.
Not
would
really,
repeat my
because
points, but I don't want
we
to keep this
kind of figured it
dragging.
was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to stretch it out further. I've already made my case about this film, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, before we end this, we usually show a trailer if
Well,
there is one.
hang on,
There
Ben.
is not.
Why
there-
don't we just
oh, what?
watch the second Dragon Quest movie now?
Yeah, these
Right
were
now?
like they were
Yeah, right
okay,
now,
'cause
we're
keep in mind
This is like 40
If we-
minutes in. We could watch another one.
if
I was
mean
gonna
honest,
suggest watching Far East of Eden next.
No, we got
stick with
we
the,
got
stick with the
Seamus
dragon,
here now.
stick with
Let's
the,
watch the next
stick,
one.
stick
No.
with the stick with the DQ stuff. They're quite short, as we clearly.
All right, let me
established.
check how
Alright.
long the next one is. Let me check. Hang on. All right, so the next one is longer. It is 41 minutes. Are
Oh,
you
it's
up
like
for
by
it?
That's 1 minute.
11
longer,
minutes.
So,
Oh heaven!
okay.
Oh heaven forgive!
Oh,
Heaven
11
forbid!
minutes. Yeah.
Are you good? Are you
It's
good
only-
with that?
It's
Yeah.
better than just like it's better than blue balling your audience with a
let's-
30-minute
please let's
movie.
Yeah,
make-
let's do this.
Please let's
I
make
just want-
sure
I
we
just-
do
And
Yep,
then I can cut
let's
these
start
off
it.
later, and I can
Besides, I was under the
Yeah,
impression we were doing all.
filler!
I was under the
Yeah.
impression that we were doing all 3 this evening because of how short they all were.
No,
Yeah.
no, we were just gonna do the first one, but we didn't realize how short it was.
I mean,
admittedly.
I
even-
suggested that we should do that.
Even with all
Alright,
3 of them, even with all 3 of them
Alright,
together,
alright.
we
So
have less
before
than
we- before we do
we have
this-
less than 2 hours of. So we might
Before
as
we
well
do
just
this, hang
do
on,
all
hang
3
on,
of
hang
them.
on. Before we do this, say goodbye to everyone watching the first part of Dragon Quest as
Hi,
we go on
everybody
to the
who
next
watched the first
video.
part of Dragon Quest. We're about to start the next part of Dragon Quest. Hello to everybody who
Bye,
watched
everybody.
the first part of Dragon Quest. We're watching the second part of Dragon Quest now.
And then after
Yep.
that, we're gonna be
The
playing
title
a
is-
game.
The Great
Maybe.
Adventure
Oh,
of
I
Dai
haven't even
2,
actually.
Avon's
I haven't in-
Disciples.
I haven't
released in
installed the game
1992.
yet, so I wouldn't be able to do that, unfortunately.
Nope.
So
Install
so
the game
for-
while
for-
we're working on this now.
So for
All right.
context here, I should mention the Adventure of Dime anime or manga was 3 years into its publication, and around this point, the animated series was actually already into production in October. So, interestingly, the anime ended in September 1992, so the anime was still ongoing at this time. So by the time we get to the third movie,
I'm sorry. Who are these
Surprise-
people?
Hang on, Ben.
surprisingly,
I don't have any
surprisingly,
audio.
it was only like a
Ben,
like
You don't
a-
have audio? What do you mean? What do you
No,
mean?
yeah,
like I have the volume turned all the way up, and it's quiet.
Yeah,
I
like
hear
I was,
audio. Are you serious?
I was just waffling on for like 40 seconds and I heard
What?
nothing. Yeah, like
There should be audio. There's audio
mean,
on my end. I don't know why there's not audio on your guys' end.
okay, try again, my man. Try again.
And let me skip to a part. Can you hear it?
There we go.
Okay. Do you mind if we
So the-
start
the-
this over because we were talking
start
over
it
each
over.
other while you
Yeah.
were doing the introduction? So Alex, do the introduction.
Hello, everybody who was watching the first part of Dragon Quest. We're now watching the second part of Dragon Quest. Yeah, let me check that.
Woo!
Oh, nobody's in the chat, even though we have people watching.
The Great Adventures of Dai 2, Avon's Disciples. So as I said, the anime was already in production at this time. The manga was still going. So this is the first movie that was produced while Toei was doing the anime, and the third movie, spoiler alert, was still being in production when the anime was being going on. But I should mention all 3 of these movies did not actually enter production while the manga ended. So it's possible that they either could be abridging events in the manga, or they're doing like what, say, Dragon Ball or One Piece did, where they're making non-canon stories.
Can we
based in that
find
universe.
out? I'm not gonna
Yeah, let's
start.
find. Okay, so with all
You're
that said,
rambling.
let's find. Yes, I am, but it's interesting trivia, and
Yes,
we're
it
already
is.
starting
Yeah,
with
it
like a song. We're
I'm-
starting with the song from I think Dragon Quest 4. I think this is on
Now,
Dragon
if I'm
Quest
not
4.
mistaken, yes, you are correct. I might not have played many of the Dragon Quest games, but I have listened to the soundtracks, and they are quite good.
Oh, we're
Oh,
actually getting we're actually getting characters from the actual manga now for once. Those two characters are actually in the manga.
Huh. I haven't read the manga.
Neither have I,
neither,
but
I like
I recognize them. Look at Dai's design. Dai's design's
Oh my
more like
God.
refined.
Oh my God, they're doing blackface.
What?
There's another demon lord, but then how
Of
can
course.
how does that how does that work? I thought there was only one demon lord.
It's Piccolo with hair.
I was gonna say it's that guy from
Oh, right in the lungs.
it's
On years.
It's the character Troy Baker voiced in
He's like going full Tian on him
Zone.
right now. Hiko!
He's doing Kenjiro. Oh God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Whoa!
okay. They're going full Dragon Ball Z right now with this, honestly.
Damn.
No! Chaozu! Chaozu! Hey, it's
Oh
very
my
accurate, honestly.
god!
They just
He blew into
spoiled the
more
plot
pieces
point.
than he blew into more pieces than Yamcha.
Dylan!
the students of Avon must
Why?
stand up and wash the blackface off because that's Justin
So,
Trudeau's
like,
shtick.
they just spoiled the big climactic section with their master, apparently.
It's
So good job, movie.
Shinron. What is this?
Nargan West.
Dragon. State your wish and I shall grant it.
Now you were gonna say, "Oh God, not you again."
Wait, what?
Oh,
Lyrics?
it's an insert song. Oh, it's an
Hopefully-
opening.
No, I don't know.
Oh wait, we're not getting
I
copyrighted
don't,
for this.
I
Okay,
don't
that's
know,
right.
by the way, for those wondering, I don't know if this is the opening of the anime series at the time. It could very much be, but we don't know as of right at this point.
Yeah, I've
But
never
look at this
watched it, so I
animation,
wouldn't
dude.
know.
As with
It's
all anime
great.
openings, it's peak. So this could very well be
Yeah.
the opening of the anime.
Yeah, I love the animation.
Weirdly enough, the 1,000-Year Blood War anime keeps up with its opening animation.
Which is impressive.
Very
That
closely.
That guy just looks bewildered as fuck.
How did I just get beat by a goddamn kid? He's like 4 feet tall and I'm 8 feet.
Okay, wait
fucking
for
high.
a dragon to emerge from like the mountainside there. I was expecting
Yeah.
that. See, there you go. We've got actually some characters from the actual manga for once. These two characters, they join his like his creed or what have you. So hey, it's already more true to the manga. But fair play, we got more characters to work off because Dai was really bland as a protagonist. So we have 2 more characters to work off with different personalities. I'm open for it.
We need an Ultimate Toriyama crossover where we get Dai, Chrono, and Goku together.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck
That was totally the anime opening with how it ended there. That was absolutely how the anime opening was. I would look up now, but I feel like it would distract
Yes, it's the
from what
cute
we're doing.
sidekick.
Well, okay. Can we have some context for this, please?
Nope.
There's the context.
Okay, so I've not watched the Dai series. I really want to watch the remake series that came out like in 2020. I heard it's fantastic, by the way. The Dai remake series, which
I
actually
will
completes
say
the
now.
story.
I will say I now know how it feels for someone to watch the Dragon Ball movies with no context whatsoever.
Yeah, because they're talking
Yeah.
about past events, but like we know nothing about this. You know?
Let's be fair
Yeah.
here. Sometimes watching the Dragon Ball movies in context doesn't make any sense either.
That's true. Very true.
You got a woman in your party, dude. Come on, guys, calm it down.
Did they mention the girl from the last
I
movie?
do really like her already. She's got some sass to her. She reminds me a lot
Yeah.
of Bulma, early Dragon Ball, honestly.
The dynamic is similar to Ash, Brock, and Misty a little.
Okay, let's be honest, kind of, but this is like way before
Yeah.
then. So
he just
gotta give
fell
them
on the
some props.
thing.
Something tells me
By the
he's the
way-
comic relief.
Yeah.
Also, their designs are really good, like green and like pink. They actually also Dai's design's been a bit refined, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It
I'd
definitely
say
has
they've
been.
added stuff to him.
I feel like the other design was a little bit too blandish, where they've got a bit more better color separation and everything.
From Sniper Island, far away.
That's
When I
that's-
take aim,
oh
it's
my
straight
God,
and
it's the Marvel
true.
It's a beholder.
Ooh, whether you're a man or a mouse, lock on. I will put your
at that.
heart in my sights.
Look at
Lock
that.
on.
It's a fire breathing. It's a beholder with fire breathing snakes. Why?
I'm Shumagora, and I'm
No
here
one
to
knows what
completely touch your
secrets hide
anime women.
behind this mask and my cape.
It's literally just the Marvel villain. It's just the
Ooh la
Marvel
la.
villain, but with snakes.
As I said, it's Shumagora. It totally is.
Yeah.
Escape.
Kevin, shut up.
I was doing an impression, and you were singing the whole time, dude.
Kevin, stop. I can't hear Seamus.
I'm
What do you
going to
think,
beat
Seamus?
this
Done.
thing
I
with
was
the power
doing a
of
Shumagora
guns.
impression, and it was totally lost. But I won't do it again because, repetition
Yeah.
is the bane of comedy, honestly.
Exactly. Just like all
Except
the
for
singing.
Marvel.
True.
Okay, dude. Dude, that should have been Crackle. What the fuck did you just say? Can't even get
No,
the
he
spell names right. What is
No,
this
he wanted to
bullshit,
get-
Dragon
He
Quest?
wanted to get
Oh my
Dairy
God.
Queen.
Oh!
お前はもう死んでいる。
By the way, Seamus, my introduction to Shumagorath is from a Sanity Not Included skit with
How
Marvel
is it
vs.
your
Capcom
fault?
2.
You didn't do any of this. That's not
Yes,
your
he
fault.
did.
What are you talking? No,
yeah,
they
that
didn't
demon
do
showed up out of nowhere. So,
How,
are you
how is that their
wait,
fault?
Are you, okay, so in context of the series, are you mean to tell me that
Hey, more Dragon Quest music. More Dragon Quest music.
I don't actually know if this is Dragon Quest music, actually? I don't think I recognize
Wait. Oh my God! It's Mega Man X.
I actually don't know if I actually don't know if Dai has. Okay, so you're meaning to tell me that Dai has like a power similar or a curse similar to Guts and Berserk, even though Berserk debuted after this series of him attracting monsters.
Oh, no,
my!
Snake.
Oh my! This is not.
Are we
going
going to see some movies?
No, not in this
Okay.
kid
My
movie.
God!
We
Here is the
saw
first successful
cock in
human
the last
transmutation.
one.
I'm impressed, honestly.
Flashback. Oh my God, she's a demon. Pentagram
Okay.
and all.
Oh no, the pentagram does not mean demonic power all the damn time.
I'm joking. It's a
Plus,
joke.
the star is the wrong
did-
way up for it to be the pentagram.
True.
Oh, this is Dragon Quest music. This is Dragon Quest music. It kind of makes you wonder if the series itself, the anime series, actually used Dragon Quest music, or if it was just limited to these movies. Considering how stingy Koichi Sugiyama can tend to be, I feel like the latter is a bit more of an appropriate answer.
What's Bambi?
B!
It's
Bambi! I was
fucking
right!
Bambi.
Bambi! That is actually Bambi!
It's literally Bambi. Like, face and all.
You're going to heal the Bambi, or he's
Honestly,
going to be, or
if this
he's
is
going to be
indeed
eaten
Bambi,
like
this
his
kind of
mother
like goes
was.
against the whole message of
I
man
thought his
going
mother
against
was
the force
shot.
from the original movie.
Yes,
honestly,
and then she
if
was,
that's actually Bambi.
and then she was venison.
Sensei, notice me.
You're the only one who can save Walt Disney's favorite movie. You can do this. They'll just cut it out. They aren't going to do an extended cut of like Walt Disney's Bambi now, are they?
No, I
The
know this
extended
live
cut.
action remake starring The Rock as Bambi.
It is totally Bambi. Like that's not even a subtle to it.
I am
Bambi.
definitely on board with Bambi starring The Rock. And Bambi finds.
Okay, now I
Revenge.
just feel sad about a snake wandering into a girl's room. Now I just feel sad as
then
I'd like-
Bambi goes and trains with the
Oh!
wolves to become.
It's an equal opportunist snake. I see.
Then Bambi goes to train with the wolves
His
and
mouth
gorillas.
is watering because he secretly
This is
wants
kind-
to eat. He secretly wants to eat all the pussy.
You know what I think the snake is doing? It's reading their memories. I think, which is what I think
Yeah.
they're doing.
I think it's trying to find
Oh,
die.
God damn it.
I think the snake wants to die.
Ooh, your pun was terrible.
Ooh.
What? Come on, Kevin. That pun was to
I,
die for.
honestly,
And go sit in the
I
corner.
actually, I'm guessing
No.
that this Avon character is like their master. So I feel like showing flashbacks to show like his influence on them is important for
Yeah,
his like role later.
especially when this is
See,
out
I
of
thought that was
context
a
for us, since
lifesaver.
we
Yeah,
have no idea.
exactly. I should have known that launching fireballs would have been a pussy magnet. Who, if someone told me that like 10 years ago, god dang it.
Yep, and that's probably
poor
why
kid.
Megumin is constantly pulling all of the cooch.
Explosion! Dies.
Megumin?
Yes,
Oh,
because
you
Are you
just say
talking-
it.
because Aqua is all ass, and
Oh, she's more than that.
well, she's
Yes,
also
no.
alcohol.
She's also worthless.
Yes.
I will not have you shaming the blue thing, my friend.
And then you have darkness imprisoning me. Who's
Oh yeah, I love
who's-
darkness
who's
too.
Just a
The entire
big,
cast of
just a-
Konosuba is one of the best in all of Isekai.
yeah, she's just
Because
a
they're taking the piss out of all of it, and I love it.
yeah, she's just a big ball of masochism.
And it's great! And no one placates her, it's great! They don't think she's weird.
I met
It's so
Darkness's BA at
No,
at
I just
Terrificon.
realized something. I just realized something. That character looks like something out of Gundam.
Yes, he legitimately does.
Which is hilarious because they have nothing to do with each other. Because Sunrise developed Gundam, not the toy.
The fucking why does he have the judge's wig on? Don't tell me that's his real hair.
Meanwhile, Dai is just like whacking the air at like 2 a.m.
Take that,
I
hair,
know, my
take
friends, that is not
and some of
that is
that,
not
too.
that is not a euphemism, by the way. Also, he's not using the sword that was given by that princess in the last movie, making it inconsistent. Oh,
Well, you
never
know, he
mind. There she
probably-
is. There she
probably
is.
there she
Never
is.
mind.
That's probably something that was explained in the show we didn't watch.
Yeah,
but like, because like,
yeah,
he's not using the sword that she gave him or the dagger, right? And we just
Yeah,
saw
but
her
that's
there.
because it was a that's because it was like a 3-inch long knife with a blunt blade.
yeah.
He made it work against the demon lord, or I guess not the demon
If
lord in
I-
this movie, because
If I had to guess to give an honest prediction, he probably had at the start of the show. The show probably took place after the movie, but I don't know. I don't know the context. I never seen the show. I can't say.
the manga debuted 2 years before the first movie, so the manga already existed at that point, which they were basing it
Yeah.
off. So something tells me they were using it as an origin story for the series, which that's
Yeah.
how it
Yeah.
begins. Fair play.
Yeah, because you did say it came out 3 months after the movie, the show.
Well,
So that's
no.
my guess.
No, okay. Well, the manga came out 2 years before the movie, but the anime came out 3 months after. There's a difference.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I know. I'm making it confusing.
He caught it with the cup. That's badass.
That reminds me of how Joseph was able to
Dragon
reflect.
Quest.
This reminds me of how Joseph was able to reflect Space Ripper Stingy Eyes with,
How is that
by
their fault?
infusing
Dude,
ing
that's
it to
Dude,
Who
that's the
shot
bar
glasses
slash
with
casino
Tomo?
music from Dragon Quest. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, dude, that's so good. It slowed down a little bit, but it totally is. That is so cool. I'm glad I'm here now to reference this stuff.
Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good glass.
Hey, the only person who's gonna pay for it is the bartender. So he's doing this to make himself look cool.
Oh wow, bandits!
Oh, never mind. No more bar
Idiots.
music. Okay, this is the battle theme of Dragon Quest IV, I think. It sounds like it is.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Yeah, it is.
My treat, get
What's
going.
with the Gundam characters in this? That guy looks like he's
I
from
know.
Gundam too.
It does not help. It really does not help that the best part of these animated films so far is the music, and it's all because they're from the original games.
I still really dig these movies so far.
I think you're a minority in this, my man.
No, Alex
No, I
agrees with
like
me.
him.
Oh
I
my
like him.
god!
It's just-
Gold Roger!
Oh wait, no, it's
You
another
want my
Gundam
treasure?
character.
You can have it. I left everything I gathered together in one place. Now you just have to find it.
You
Is
know,
that what
Alex
you
Shawn,
say, old man?
Yeah, Alex Shawn Hannigan, and is probably the one person in One Piece who actually sounds like a
They
pirate.
will swim.
Just listening to him say the phrase "Ahoy, samurai!"
Wait,
I'm
did
not
he actually
kidding.
say? Did he say that like in the Wano flashback?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that's
He said,
awesome.
"Ahoy
then.
there, samurai!"
That's awesome.
Excuse me.
Oh, I've not watched the dub of Wano, so most of it. That's awesome. honestly,
Because
you do
in the
that.
Japanese version, he said, "Yo, samurai!"
Yo, samurai. You know, like 'cause
Whereas
there's
in
only so
the
much you can do in.
Whereas in the English dub, he said, "Ahoy there, samurai!"
That's awesome. That is generally awesome. That flashback in Wano was probably one of the best flashbacks, if not the best flashback in the whole series.
Oh.
Honestly, at this point.
By the way, Seamus, if you're looking for Quincy with a strong first impression, I DM'd you. You will link to DBZ Imran's video on Hashvalth.
I mean, I saw him there, but he seemed kind of boring. He was just there as the right-hand man for Yuhabach when I first saw him.
Oh no, trust me, he is a really well-written character.
Really? Because I mean, I already saw him, and he just seems kind of dull, honestly. From
Dude
first
broke
impression.
Ichigo's Bankai.
Off topic. Let's stay with the movie.
Okay, I was not the. Okay, in my defense, I was not the one who started it.
Kevin.
Yes,
Where are these-
Mom.
Why,
Last I
why do
checked,
these
y'all are
characters
younger
look
than
like they
me.
belong anywhere else?
Dude, I think I'm older than you, Kevin. So sit back down, you
How
child.
old are you?
That's a really big ship, but also, why is it under a
I
lighthouse?
hate to say this, Kevin, but I'm 31.
He's
29?
Nelson. Nelson is the least Japanese name I've ever heard.
I think I'm older
Seamus,
than
I'm
Kevin.
only. Seamus, you're only older. You're only as old as my older sister.
Yeah, but I'm still older than you.
Yeah,
Yep,
but
he's right.
Yeah, but here's the thing, just barely.
No,
Oh, just
he's still
barely.
older
Okay,
than
well,
you.
Okay, so at least I don't feel that old then. So I appreciate that, Kevin.
You both are old. How about that?
It means we're more intelligent
Benjamin,
than you.
you're young.
Yeah, it
and
means
so-
we're more intelligent than you. Age breeds
I
experience,
win.
as they say.
Yep.
Age, you know what? Age also breeds senility.
Back in my
also-
day,
You
we
know, I know
had
what also.
we
you know
didn't
what
have
also
French
breeds-
fried
you know-
potatoes. We had to
you know-
plow the fields with our
you know-
spoons,
you know- you-
which we called pig wrappers back in the day.
You know
Now
what?
remember
you know
this
what,
spoon,
you know
this
what,
is very
you know,
important.
you know, you know, you know,
Do you remember that point? when we had to rewind? Oh, the Demon Lord!
Oh my
there
god,
he is!
he's
There he
Jewish.
is! There he is.
Again. Wait, Alex?
The Demon
what?
King is Jewish. Look. He has
What?
the Star of
What?
David.
I'm gonna say
Okay,
this.
then.
I'm gonna say this.
pretend I
I'm
didn't hear
gonna say
that.
this up front, and people are gonna be pissed about this. But the Demon Lord in the last movie looked way cooler than him, honestly.
We
Yeah.
haven't even seen his final form yet. Shut
We
up.
don't even know. We don't. Okay, this is a Dragon Quest game, so he might have a final form. I'll give you that. Honestly,
And then
'cause
there's Dragon
Quest is
Ball.
different.
Oh, Frieza be like, "This ain't even my final form, bitch."
This isn't even my final form. Allow me to get hench for you, Saiyan.
Uh-oh.
It totally is that, though, isn't it? That's his final form. He just gets buff.
Seamus, we gotta really pick a time to watch. You know, Seamus, here's an
topic.
idea.
Off topic.
Here's an idea for taking a break on Friday's G Gundam things. Why don't we watch Totally Not Mark's review? Who's
Talk about
Dragon
later.
Ball stuff?
Yeah, I would agree. That would be. I love
That guy is
TMS.
drunk.
TMS,
Look at that
TMR.
drunk little bastard.
TMR. Hey, look at that. It's me.
Well, yeah, it is literally you. Same coat,
You are
shirt, and
no
all.
Doctor Strange, mortal.
Seamus, you just died.
Hold on a second. I got a better one. Stop right there, fiend. I challenge you to a battle. Yeah, very well. Do you know what I'm going to do to you? You're gonna
Seamus,
molest
you
me?
turned.
I'm gonna.
Seamus,
Sorry, what?
Seamus, you turned into a dog and are now being eaten by snakes.
I feel as if this is a gross simplification
Oh my
for me
god.
and my family.
Do you know what you've done?
She has a
That
gun.
was John Wick's
He's got
dog.
a fucking gun. There's not a gun class in Dragon Quest. What is this shit?
Oh my- She's packing
Even
heat.
to this day, they're scared by her, like her packing heat. Why am I
Oh
surprised?
wait, guys, it's the Mega Man X
It's look, it's Myota
Oh, dude, it.
Guys, look,
Wait,
Oh my
it's,
God, it's
even
medieval
Mega Man
John
X
Wick.
villain.
He is bowing to the fact that a bitch is carrying heat. I'm very impressed by his humility.
No one's gonna talk about this as a Mega Man X character. Same mask.
Hang on.
Remember, Mega Man X only debuted a year prior to this.
This is.
I'm just pointing it out
This is
because it
clearly.
looks like him exactly.
Hang on. This is clearly their master.
Wait, are you mean to tell me that it's Vile? I don't see Vile in that at all, honestly.
His
I really
mask
don't.
is the
Because
same.
it's okay.
Look at his face.
Okay. Here's the difference. Would Vile actively heal a puppy? Vile would fucking kick it. Vile's a
Right.
freaking
You
prick.
say that,
Guys.
but he's probably pretending to be the good guy.
No,
You know,
Vile is
Clearly their master.
is a scumbag.
Yeah, the one time a villain didn't kill a dog in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was in part 2. Cars
me
literally
wrong.
saved the dog's life.
And don't get me wrong, I really like Vile as an antagonist for X in the
It's
first
Vile.
X game and everything.
There he is.
But
That
he's
is-
not a good person. Vile is not a good person.
This is clearly Van.
Why did
Come on.
he even have his Why did he even get a campaign in Mega Man and
Because he
Maverick
was a
Hunter
popular
X?
character. He was a popular character. And, you
More
know,
popular
people
than
liked
fucking
him.
Zero.
Okay, not as popular as Zero, but people still were actually compared to the characters from like X1
Wait,
through
what?
7. People
What?
actually remember Vile.
I would have
He was
rather had
so much
Axel
so-
just show up
So
for no
much so that he
reason.
came back in Mega Man X3 and X8.
Avon,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
that's Avon.
What?
That's fucking Avon.
That's what?
That has to be fucking Avon.
Avon. Wait, you're telling me that's Avon? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
So after
You're not
Avon,
even paying attention.
I am paying
yeah.
attention.
So
you
after
fool.
No, you're
after
not.
Avon on quote unquote
The
fell
fact I actually
fighting
know
the Demon
Avon's-
King, he
The
put
fact I
on
actually remember
Oh, wow,
Avon's
that
he put
was
on the
gory.
dark armor.
So, if we're going to scale this by power, Dai is more powerful than Doctor Strange, because he just took out Shumagarath in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, literally. Did it twice.
By the way, Seamus, the skit that I was quoting was from Sanity Not Included, and there was a bit where, Psylocke was trying to tried to challenge Shumagorath to a battle, but then she mistakenly
Oh,
assumed
that's right.
Shumagorath was
Yeah,
going to
'cause-
molest her, and then she's like,
Oh, wait,
you think I normally dress like this?
Whoa,
Come
whoa, hold the damn phone. So you mean to tell me that thing we saw at the very start of this movie was actually a setup for this movie? So like it's not it was actually happening in the series. Avon sacrificed himself.
I don't
Hold the
know.
damn- Because they just questioned that Avon was alive, so it makes me feel like and also remember this, they had the necklaces as well.
Yeah.
That was established when that snake showed up.
It's what
So it makes me feel
no,
like
I know exactly what's going on. It turns out it's going to be an illusion and based on
By the
their
Demon
memories.
Yep.
Yep.
Considering that snake was there, yeah, that does make a. Considering that they examined their dreams, that's a very good point, Kevin. Actually, yeah,
See, I'm able to guess these things even without knowing.
and that's why it's not a good movie.
And guess what?
Disagree.
And guess what? I've seen way too many movies, as Alex can also attest to.
I mean, in some cases, I'd like to say the first movie had better
Alex, do
animation.
you
than
remember
this.
when I jokingly
We
guessed
haven't
as the
finished it,
plot
Steven.
twist in
I'm just
Kung Pao
saying, as
Enter the
far as
Fist?
I've seen, like
No,
the
Kevin.
sequence
we
is
haven't
better-
finished it.
This is
Shush,
okay.
shush,
like I
shush.
said, this is better than the first movie because it actually is better than the first movie. It's got
Kevin,
more
what
per-
did you
it's
call
got-
in advance?
It's got. I will say this. It has more
trying to watch
personality
Elimination.
than the original movie.
Remember when
it
quote
absolutely
unquote
does.
Mufasa showed up for the chosen
back.
one in Kung Pao Enter the Fist, and I jokingly said, "Oh, next you're gonna tell me there's aliens."
Oh yeah. I had to stop myself from ruining that.
and when it actually happened, I'm like, I was kidding.
Yeah, sorry, Shane. What were you saying?
It's vile. What a vile scene.
アバンの人たちよ、集まりました。私と共に立ち上がる時が来たのです。
Nope. Kill him.
Kill him right fucking now.
Oh, he just killed Vile's mask. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I was
That's
right.
embarrassing.
アバン先生を切るなんて二人とも待ちなさいでも先生大君が信じられないのも無理はありません
Right, I'm back, and we all predicted that Avon was the person there, but it's probably based
Yes.
off memory, like
Yes,
Kevin said.
Avon was the Black Knight. Apparently,
Okay, guys,
Demon Lord
I've got, like,
Vern
I-
saved his life.
I've got a really harsh burn for this movie and all the other ones, the previous one and the next one to follow. So I have a question to ask. Do you remember Icarus?
Yes.
From Tree of Might, yes.
Well, Icarus has a more lasting impression than all these movies so far.
No, shut the fuck up. You're wrong.
Hey, you remember
No,
Icarus
you're
at least,
wrong.
right? I'm just
No,
saying.
barely. I forget
Oh,
Icarus all the
dude.
time.
You're 3 against 4 here, my dude. I'm sorry.
No, no. How are you 3 against 4? That doesn't make sense.
Everyone else
Only
remembers
Kevin
Icarus
agreed
except
with
you.
you.
Oh no, and also
Huh?
Alex did too. Alex remembers Icarus.
So,
Yeah, because we've never
this is
seen
very,
these movies
this is
before.
clearly either her some kind of test or a zombie or mind control or something in there. Why does he have Clark Kent glasses? I'll never join you.
Oh, you're right. I think Kevin is able to dissect this plot
They've
because
seen
again,
Star Wars. You
it was
say.
implied in the manga, which I'm imagining that was the scene we saw previously that Avon died, and this is non-canon, obviously. So clearly, this is gonna have no stakes to the story itself. Clearly.
Unless it's mentioned in the show, which is always possible. But again, we never watched it. We're just making assumptions.
I need to watch the 2020 series, honestly. I heard it's
Yeah,
really
I need
good.
to as well. I heard it's great.
I got a reveal, by the way, after we watch all 3 of these movies tonight, about if you're curious about getting into Adventures of Dai.
We're only gonna watch the first 2.
Are we already?
No, we're gonna watch the third one.
I think these movies are short enough that we can watch the 3rd one, honestly.
Yeah.
And we can get them all covered out of the way. I think that's probably what
We
should
wouldn't
do.
have time
Yeah.
to do Ultimate Chicken Horse.
No, we have time.
I think for the sake of
I
getting
don't
this
have it.
film
I couldn't.
done, I think it's worth it because the third
Yeah,
movie is
I
only
agree.
like 40 minutes long, honestly. So it's not that
Mhm.
bad. Considering some of the movies that we've covered, from what I've seen, are like an
Kill
hour and a half to 2
Dai?
hours.
This is the time where you turn on him. Oh wait. Oh, I guess you gotta kill your friend now, huh?
Oh, great drama.
Oh, the guy.
Yo, woman sees clarity.
The guy telling you to kill your friend might not be on the level. Oh,
Yeah, what a shocker.
I guess that.
Like, yeah, exactly. Kevin predicted this entire story.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that. No
Fight
shit.
it out till the end of the world.
Uh-oh.
Fight it,
Oh my
fight
god.
it out.
I hate it when movies
Mind
like this-
control.
I hate it when movies like this resort to mind control. You know?
Oh, well, that
And
was
the-
resolved really fast.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
like that was like.
That was
Hey,
not-
so the
not
bad
without-
guy is gonna mind control 2 of her heroes and make them fight die. Like, how's that gonna be solved? Super easily, barely an
They
inconvenience.
established the mind control
it's just-
longer than it actually played a role in this movie. What is this shit?
We talked about
Honestly. Also, what is the fucking
and now he's
phrase?
Superman.
Oh,
And now he's
I
turned
think
into a
Serena's
fucking.
snake-
Remember, guys, this is
Medusa.
a good movie. Remember,
It
guys,
is.
it's
And
not
now
a
he's
good-
turned into
it's not a good
a
movie.
Toriyama.
It is
character.
not a good movie. Not even ironically good. It's just
No, it's good.
How did I
like it.
guess this plot
This is
twist?
hilarious.
yeah.
Hey,
It's
you know,
almost like I
It was
could see it coming from a
just
mile
10
away.
minutes ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he
movie
totally
spells it out to
predicted it.
you.
But if you can, for me, if you're able to predict a plot point, it's not a good story. I'm sorry.
I've done that with good movies before in the past, so
Yeah, but
yeah.
are you working with hindsight or actual or just the first time
No,
watching?
like just
There's a
by watching a
difference.
movie. There's one movie. What's it called? By Pee Wee. Was it Get Out? It was Get Out. I predicted that plot point an hour in.
I agree. I was able to predict
But it had-
everything that happened in The Last Jedi. It is not a very good movie.
Yep. So even if you can predict what happened, it's the Demon Lord. It's the Demon Lord.
This isn't
They're
even
already
my
at the
final
fight
form.
already.
See,
You're
I
right,
told you
He's
final
literally
forms.
doing, this wasn't even my final form.
Didn't even fucking fight him to lower his HP down. What kind of RPG is this?
I've been attempting to pay attention, and this is baffling me.
The
Yes.
fact that Alex
I'm
isn't even
able to
paying
pay
attention to
attention
this
kind of
It
easily.
either.
went from like
He's
0
probably-
to 100 in 12 seconds.
It's a stone cobra.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
that's
Who's
awesome.
that
That is
Pokemon?
awesome. A stone cobra. I'm sorry, that's really cool. I'm not even
That's
gonna
awesome.
judge that. That's really cool.
I
A
love this.
stone cobra.
Oh my god, the Goonies
He just
aren't gonna
makes
have
the
anything
cobra
to
made of
investigate if we
stone.
don't stop this.
I've asked you, mateys. Is someone trying to go against my quest to go and conquer the Grand Line?
I love this.
It's a flying stone cobra. A
That's
stobra,
so
if you
fucking
will.
cool.
Oh,
It's also
regenerate.
it's also music from Dragon Quest 3. Again, they're actually using music in the games. I love it.
Hey Kevin,
Yeah!
what's the
Dude,
big stone snake Pokemon
dude,
called?
it's not called Mirror, you idiot.
Onyx.
Onyx. Yeah, it's a giant onyx.
But that
It's
predates Onyx by about
it's
3 years.
Mega
3-4
Evolution
years.
Onyx.
Yeah, again, like as I said, it predates Onyx by about 3 to 4 years.
Guys, you heard him. Keep working on a ship, even if you die.
That sounds like the Pirate King.
Yep.
Die, you idiot! You're using an electric type Pokemon against a fucking stone cobra, you idiot! But it worked for Pikachu in the anime!
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
but
like
that's because
Pokemon.
Pikachu is the main character.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
no,
Wait, why
that makes
that
that makes no sense. No.
Actually, wait, no, it's a different kind of fire spell. That actually makes a bit more sense.
Yeah,
I
no,
think about
stone is not impacted by fire. Why do you think that they use like stones in fireplaces, like to add to them?
It's
Because it's not
magic.
affected by it.
It is
Shut up,
magic.
it's not. No, magic is
magic.
Look, she's crying green tears over this. This is a big deal, okay? Oh my god, I am somehow affected by this fire that would totally not burn me before. See, look, I'm totally fine.
Oh no.
That's Oh, okay, because like they actually got. I remember in the flashback they got those necklaces.
Idiot.
Didn't
Yeah, you're
What an
they? No,
idiot.
okay. No, the point is their master died, and that's the only thing that's left to them. So of course they're gonna have like some kind of like reverence to them. But now the main character, female character, is probably gonna be. I was gonna say she's gonna die, but remember this is non-canon, so
She's not gonna die. Also, how
Yeah,
do we know it's non-canon when we never watched the actual series?
I know it's
Well,
non-canon
because it's an
because they
anime
established a scene that happened. in the
True,
actual
but again, we
series.
never
it's-
watched the series, so we don't know the
I
context.
know it's not canon because
they're
this
making a
takes
habit
place
out of
in
this
between the
ground
series
shit.
and it didn't end. Oh, dude, there it is. There's a Dragon Quest again.
Again, I don't think so because again, the original movie seemed to be the pilot, but again, we don't know because we never
No,
watched
the original
it.
movie was not the. Why? How do you get from like a movie to a pilot series for a almost 50-episode series?
We
in
literally
3
talked
months?
about this. We talked about how the movie was the start of it.
No, I'm saying the point is, how can you do that in 3 months? How can you produce a series in
You
3
plan
months? Exactly.
ahead. Are you kidding me? You do this in planning.
It's more
It's
because it was more.
marketing,
It's more
Seamus.
due to the
Seamus,
success.
it's
It was
called
more due to the
marketing.
success. Wait a second. He has that sword now. He has that dagger now. Where did you? Dude, where was it this whole time?
He
And
must
now
have been
it's
holding
also
it.
changed
You just-
color.
Yeah, it was gold in the other movie. Now it's silver. What is this?
It looks like platinum, actually.
Yeah, but it was gold
Ooh.
in the last movie, though. All
Again,
gold.
the show. We lack context from the show, guys. Keep up.
But remember, the manga predates it by 2 years, and this by
We're
this
not
3
talking
years.
about the manga.
But it was based off the manga, so it's
I know,
relevant.
but we don't know anything from the manga. Same with the show. That's the point.
But the point is, if they're inconsistent with details, we call them out on it.
Yeah, because
Like
we
the
don't
fact-
know the context of the show. It's not an inconsistency. There's an answer in the show. We just don't know.
This is the
Also,
end.
I gotta be honest with you. I mean,
my God.
aside from the deception of him pretending to be their master, this Demon King is lame compared to the last one we had to deal with. Honestly,
Oh my
Yeah,
and the
god.
fact that he was a
it
stone for like
Solves
the fact
everything.
that he was a stone for 2/3 of the movie, and he's more intimidating than this guy, speaks volumes about how
Yeah.
lame this villain is. Honestly, yeah, he's got
Disagree.
a stone cobra, which is really cool, but the last villain was a lot cooler than this. Avance the break!
Ooh.
He used the movie didn't jump force against him.
Oh, damn! That's great.
Oh, dude. Oh, he cut. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, that was a great kill.
That was awesome. Lame villain, but he had an awesome death.
A way better fight, too.
Much
than the
like
last
Bill
one.
Sykes from freaking like Oliver and Company. Lame villain, but he had a cool death. Awesome.
Wait, what happened?
He cut the villain in half with one slash from the same like movie he learned from his mentor. Really damn cool.
Yeah. Then we get
What
to the
happened?
anime series next after this movie. I'm joking.
You hear that, guys? Like Dai and his team led the Great Pirate Area bar. Oh wait,
We
they're
did a Mario reference.
they're on that pirate ship. What?
Huh. That's interesting.
How's that interesting? That was the plan. That was...
So is this movie canon or not? Because I know ships.
That's
ships
what
play
I've been saying. That's
I mean-
what I've been saying.
Okay, but yeah, here's the thing: ships play a really big part in the Dragon Quest series because of like forward progression across the world. You know, that's the whole point.
I know, but that's why I've been saying it might be canon, but we don't know since we lack the proper
Dude,
context.
that villain was lame as shit. For all we know, the start and end of this entire arc was canon, and the midpoint was not.
Again, we don't know context, so shut up.
Okay, dude, that's totally like the summon that Lucy used in Fairy Tail. Like, dude, come on now. Fairy Tail ripped off Dragon Quest. What is this shit?
Now I want to see the show to see if this movie does actually take place between events of the episodes.
I do
because
want.
I genuinely want to
There's
know.
as I said, once we get to the third movie and end, I will explain why I want to watch this series. But I will get to that. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
If you don't know, get excited. But if you do know, guys, you know why it's exciting to get excited. I will reveal all after the third movie.
Yeah, reveal later.
Now allow me to
There's
sail into my
space, there's
master's
the
chest.
classic cliche. Do we
Remember
want to
that
watch the
time-
credits, or can we?
No, we
I
can. We
don't know.
can. Is there anything after the credits, like another scene? 'Cause
I
this is
don't
all
know.
just you can skip ahead it, dude. This is a
I
video
know.
file.
I'm just. I know. Hang on.
Honestly, this ending theme is quite lame. Honestly. Okay,
There's
there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's
Next
nothing.
time on
I'll make it
Dragon
back.
Ball Z,
All
Goku
right.
goes Super
Time
Saiyan.
to ra- time to
Metsuricon
rank.
takes over Columbus,
Avon's
Ohio.
disciples.
Then Goku even tries.
Time to
Mountain
rank
Dew.
Avon's disciples.
It's
Okay,
over
Kevin,
9,000.
shut up.
All right.
Kevin, shut up.
Given,
All right,
given,
Seamus,
given,
go.
given, I was gonna say you can go first, Ben, because clearly you're the
Oh,
most
okay.
optimistic out of all of us tonight on this movie. On this movie specifically, where do you want to put it?
Let me. On my personal tier list, I put the first one above the Mario one. I would do the same here, and put it above the first Dragon Quest. Again, it's not like in terms of story and such, it's not great. It's very what's the word? Can you shut the fuck up, Kevin?
I was
Formulaic?
yawning.
Is the
It's
fir-
hard to tell.
is the word
But yes.
formulaic?
Yes. But at the same time, I can just turn off my brain and really enjoy it. I like the animation. The characters are better than the first movie to an extent. The villain is worse, but the final fight with them is much better than the last movie. Yes, the design was also cooler in the last movie as well. But again, I'll take a cooler fight if it means
Sure.
getting. I'll take a lamer design if it means getting a better animation. Even then, the design was good too. Especially just the giant stone snake was just really cool, as you admitted yourself, Sheamus. Again, it's nothing spectacular. It's nothing amazing, but it like I said about the first film, it's a nice turn your brain off, just enjoy kind of experience. And up to this would be the let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The seventh video game animated movie, I believe, unless I'm miscounting. And the next one would be the eighth. So again, this is very early on, and I'm willing to forgive it for that. If this was made today, it would be at Dead on Arrival. If it was made today, I would absolutely put on Dead on Arrival. But with the context that we have for these movies and I don't know, just they're just fun to me. I don't know. I do really enjoy them. They're not perfect. They're just dumb fun, and it makes me and it's the seeds in me wanting to check out the series because now I want to go and find the series and give it a watch. I feel like that's a success to some degree, right?
To some degree,
You could
sure.
argue that, yeah.
Yeah. So I would put it above the first movie on my personal tier list. I would put it above the first movie. If we're keeping it consistent with the tier list we have now, I would put it where it is at now and took forever. That's just my opinion, though.
Okay,
So,
so
Al,
yeah.
Alex, take the floor.
Okay. I am heavily confused by this film. There's some cool shit going on in here. There's decent animation, but it seems to be mostly just like wander around and shit happens. The movie, which is kind of
Yeah,
giving
pretty
me
much.
kind of giving me Mario flashbacks, but there's not nearly as much weird shit going on. I'd probably appreciate
Nor is
this
there as
more.
much reused animation.
All right,
I'd
okay,
probably
Kevin. This is
appreciate
Alex has
this
got the floor.
more.
Give him the chance.
Yeah, I'd probably appreciate this more if I had seen the show that it's supposed to tie into, or if I knew more about the games, but I don't, and unfortunately, that makes it not very interesting for me, so I'm gonna put it down in Dead on Arrival.
really? Wow.
Yeah, I'd put it in the same tier.
My ranking may change in the future, because I am interested in getting a hold of the TV show, because they actually did a Blu-ray version of it recently, and it
Oh,
looks
In the
yeah.
really, really good.
future,
Are you talking about the 90s series or the 2020
The
series?
90s series.
90s.
There is a remastered version
Okay.
of the 90s series.
Okay.
anybody
So, Seamus,
know
are you?
how to
So,
ward off a Space Invader?
but Seamus, go on.
Okay, so Kevin gave his point towards there. I'm of the same thought that I think this movie was rather lame. I still think that the first movie is still highly overrated compared to where it is now. I was actually expecting a lot more from this film because it established that we had two new characters added towards there, but they contributed almost nothing to the entire plot. But I will say this, it led to more eccentric and emotional animation compared to the first film because the characters in the first film were very bland, whereas there was a lot
Yeah.
more personality in this film. And I think for a Dragon Quest game, personality in your party members counts for a lot because the point is these characters are not the most deep ever, but their personalities carry the entire game and their interactions there, regardless.
Yeah,
And I could
I
totally
forgot to
see.
mention that. I really like the personalities in this movie.
And yeah, I unfortunately I don't think they were established enough to where they could have been. I mean, we got the perverted goofball, we have the stern woman there, we got like the out of his shell, kid like doing there. That wasn't established more than I could have had it. Honestly, I feel like that could have done a bit. It did a great job in the first third establishing that dynamic, but as the film
Mm-hmm.
went on, they were muted because of their like mutual affection towards Yvonne, and that did damage it a little bit. The
Mm.
animation is notably better than the first film, as I said, because there's a lot more personality, because there aren't as generic and bland-esque characters there. But one thing that I was a bit disappointed by was, where were the iconic Dragon Quest monsters? There was not a single one.
That's a fair point. They didn't have as many as the first
Yeah,
movie.
I gotta
There
concur there.
there was only that, like, Shuma-Gorath character, but I can confirm I've never seen that creature in a Dragon Quest game.
Mhm.
He's not It feels like that was not designed by Toriyama and only there as a film
Yeah.
thing, and it really damages the identity of Dragon Quest to not have those, designs, those colorful-esque designs there,
I will
which
say,
is a shame.
with you bring that in mind, it's easier to appreciate the first film more than the second one because you do need a lot more context for the second movie. While the first one, you can just jump right in and just enjoy.
But when you have a film that has Dragon Quest in, you're led with a certain expectation, and the first film had some of those expectations with the soundtrack, the monster designs, a demon lord showing
Mhm.
up there, and some of that was met in the second film, but under-delivered with the monster design, and honestly, the villain
Mm.
was quite lame, and though the fact that it deceived them at that point was a good bit of conflict, which the first film did not have. I want to give that a credit there, that there was some conflict there with their past, which
To
they
be
clearly
fair, the first
established
movie
at
had
the
the
start.
conflict. The first movie had the conflict of the monsters turning evil after being good for so long, which I thought
Though
was an
we've seen
interesting
that
idea.
we've seen that plot point in movies for ages now with characters who live in the forest
I
there. That is
know.
nothing
I
new.
just want. I know, but neither is this. Neither
But
what
what
they did in
sucks
this movie is new
even
either.
more is that they had the potential to have his allies turn against him because they believed that Avon was brought back to life, and that stupid winged slimes, like, slapped them both in the face, said,
Just
"Get a hold of yourselves, you pricks. That
Just
guy is a clearly
literally
snake-faced villain." It's like,
literally
"Oh, yeah.
literally
Yeah, you're
solved the
right."
emotional plot point instantly. Gotta respect the
Yeah.
game on that one.
We
Yeah,
couldn't have
it's a smart as hell play for plot holes, but it makes a shit movie because it devalues all the tension.
Yeah, we couldn't have had an
Mm.
interesting fight scene. No, Gold Slime just has to solve our problems like that.
Yep.
But I will say this: the fight scene that went past that was actually really cool. Him summoning a stone
Yeah.
cobra, him fighting against him there, them trying to get the icons back of their fallen master. The climax of the film is arguably the best part, next to
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
introduction.
Agreed,
And
absolutely.
some of the yeah, and what it meant as a series. But again, I put the first film on DOA. I would still, even with these extra characters that I wanted to see, they underdelivered. Even if it had some cool moments in it, I would personally
Mm,
say it's a slight improvement over the first one with a 5 out of 10, but it's still DOA for me.
mm. Fair enough.
Thank you for
Alright.
giving me the floor for so
So,
long, Ben. I'm
no
surprised.
problem. So, yep, and next time we're going to be watching the third movie. So we'll see you guys next time. Say bye, everybody. Totally, definitely.
Dragon
We're gonna
Quest
turn on
Bye.
streaming this.
Die 3, 6
Bye.
Yeah.
great generals. Take
Yeah,
care,
bye.
folks.
Bye until next time.
All
Hello,
right.
hello, we're back. We're watching the third Dragon Quest movie now.
Dragon Quest:
Woo!
The
Yep.
Adventures of Die 3, 6 great generals, which
And now,
also, by the way,
I
only
need to
came
go
out
back
4
to the
months
Twitch
after the
chat.
previous.
Now I need to go back to the
Yeah,
Twitch
let me
chat and add a
I
number.
don't know how to feel about a movie that had a turnaround of 4 months. While the anime series was still in production, that worries me a bit.
Yeah,
we'll
that
see.
sounds
I mean,
honestly, that sounds a
that's
lot
weird.
like that sounds a lot like the that sounds
Dragon
a
Ball
lot like the
movies.
Dragon Ball movies because they did stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you had Dragon Ball, you had this, and you had them doing 2 movies at the same time, and that's not even getting into, like, their other series, 'cause Sailor Moon didn't come out for 2 years after this, so I can't count it. But they had, like,
Yeah.
they may have been stretching their studio quite thin at this time in the early
We'll
90s.
see.
Yep.
I still have hope in it, but we'll see if this keeps
But
the quality of animation we've seen so far.
it's not unknown that Toei has actually, outsourced their work to other studios in the early 90s. It's not all in-house,
Mhm.
so you have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's true. Like some of the Dragon Ball stuff, like I know like the Cell arc was outsourced and the Buu arc was done in
Oh, there was
house.
even in the original, like, 2 sagas, they outsourced their animation to other
Yep.
studios because it was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
All right,
had
are we
like
ready?
they had as many as like 5 studios working on Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z while they were airing.
Okay, but we're not
Damn,
talking about
that I
Dragon Ball. We're
didn't
talking about
know.
another type of dragons. We're talking about Dragon Quest
All right.
here. Let's
All
go.
right,
Let's get into
guys.
this. Let's get
Okay,
into movie
let's
3.
get into this. Yeah.
Oh, I thought
I'm
this was
very
done by
curious in
freaking. I
this.
thought this was done by Bones. So thank you for clarifying, Toei.
You know, it might have been good if it was Bones. Heyo!
Is there music?
Yep.
Is there music playing
Got
right now,
'em.
Ben?
Man,
Oh,
what
Ben-
a bag of bones.
Ben, it's doing it
It's
again.
muted again. It's muted again. We
God
can't hear it.
Damn it, are you serious?
Yeah,
Yes.
we
Hang
are
on.
dead serious.
Let me restart this. Hang on. All right.
Let's try
I'm
this
loading
again.
it up again. All
I
right.
want to hear that Dragon
let me
Quest
get it
theme,
back
damn
up.
it. I want to hear
Yep,
it.
we're getting it up. All right, try again.
All right, this
It
should
really
work.
doesn't like it when I load up something
Okay.
off stream. All right,
You should probably close your stream. There we go. There we go.
hear it?
Yes.
I did
The
close
Toei
it.
anima-
I
the-
literally
it's-
closed it and reopened.
It's quite a dark theme this time for the Toei animation logo, honestly.
You know, anytime I see that logo because of Cooler's Revenge, all
Guys,
I can
watch.
think is
Dragon Quest theme.
Yes, there it is.
Hearing
There it
Drowning
is.
Pool.
There's the DQ theme. There it is. Get hype, lads.
dragon. State your wish and I shall grant it.
Wait, this is
Hi,
the
Shenron.
robot being shit.
Oh, for God's sake. When I said it was the anime opening in the last movie, I was absolutely right. This is exactly the same animation from the second movie. It's literally just the anime opening. Without
It's
him like
cool
saying his
anime
attack
opening, but
name.
yeah, it's literally just the anime opening.
It's
Just
a
give me anime opening.
Gundam.
So this Knight character is not the Yvonne that we saw in the movie. It's a different character
Nope.
then.
It's a different character from the anime, I think.
This opening is kind of lame. There's a lot of standing around and
is.
doing nothing. And the
You were
the
literally
song-
saying it was awesome the last time we
okay,
saw it.
okay,
You called it
yeah,
peak.
but the thing is, an opening makes a good first impression, but it has to last, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
Here's
No,
the thing.
it
The song is quite lame. Honestly, it doesn't get you pumped up as much. It sounds like the singer's like yawning through this, kind of, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you
Compared
know what?
to-
The Mario
compared to the
movie
likes
had a
of
similar
Hironobu
theme song.
Kageyama, who gets you pumped up.
Hang on, Alex, what were you saying? Alex, what were you saying?
The Mario
Alex,
movie
what
had
are
a
you
similar
saying?
opening theme song to this. That's where it's just kind of
Yeah, that's right.
just kind of nonsense.
This guy's literally saying Hashire, 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 but he sounds so bored.
Like it's not as interesting.
Why do you sound so bored? Because you still regret to me.
Okay, third movie time. Where are we gonna go? 4 months after the production of the last movie, how are they going to top it? Oh, okay, that's a good
Another
start.
demon
Are they going to
lord.
top it?
It's
Simple. We
oh
have-
my god, it's the
we have
same
my
fucking
Jason
guy.
Peter.
Wait, okay,
No, it's not
So-
the same guy, but it
alright,
looks similar.
okay. So the
Oh,
demon lord we saw
as
from the
everybody
previous
knows,
film
I'm
was
racist against
was
green
an
people.
underling of the last one. This is the actual demon lord of the actual series, I guess.
Yes.
The main
Yes.
antagonist.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Isn't that usually what it means?
Oh God, where's the
Yeah.
Bora when you really need
Apparently-
him? Honestly.
So apparently, I'm not allowed to give kisses to my Space Invader, but she's allowed to kiss me as much
Oh
as
yeah,
she wants.
that's the guy we saw in the last movie that the
Wait a-
master fought.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at
Oh,
this
you must
point, Queen
we got
Beryl
our
and
movie
her
villain.
henchmen are more competent.
Great team and army
Here's
technique.
our
Yeah.
movie villain.
Fucking
I can't
Jadeite
believe-
is more
I cannot
competent than any of
I
these
cannot
people.
believe this. They've got
I believe-
Ganondorf in a Dragon Quest movie.
I believe
It's
we might have
Ganondorf,
found
but with
Super
Jameis
Saiyan
Senior
hair.
finally.
Guys,
Seamus.
guys, it's Super Saiyan Ganondorf.
It absolutely is.
No, you're right.
Seamus, let me tell you something.
Excuse me.
Let me tell you. Jadeite is more competent than most of the villains in this universe.
Who's Jedi?
Fucking Jadeite.
Who?
The first villain in Sailor Moon.
The fact I
Nani?
forgot I forgot their name speaks volumes.
Not really, no.
You could have said
Jedi-
Queen Beryl, and I
Jedi
actually would
in
have
the,
remembered who they are.
Jadeite in the Viz dub is voiced by Todd Havercorn.
Ooh,
And-
burn.
And Queen Beryl on the Viz dub is voiced by Cindy Robinson, who doesn't sound
So,
screechy at all.
This character is like the shadow of the main antagonist of the series, so he's going to take over, and he's probably going to get killed in this main movie.
Yeah,
meaning that
he's-
his entire like
literally-
contribution
Yeah.
is going to mean absolutely nothing to the main story.
He's literally the movie villain introduction. He's the
Yeah,
most
I am-
movie villain of
I-
movie villains.
I am the shadow of the main antagonist, Galvus.
Beat him
Beat down
down,
the
the
Rainbow
Reborn
Six
6
We're
Reach.
bringing
Oh,
we're
they
bringing
even-
back all
oh, it's
6
an inclusive
generals,
intro.
kind of like in
It's an inclusive
plan to
intro.
eradicate the Super
And
Saiyans.
fair play to the studio, they've actually added animated establishment.
By the
shots
way,
to this
Alex,
movie.
Yep.
I have to ask, which version of Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans are we watching? Are we
Probably the
watching the-
90s one.
Are we watching the original 90s or the OVA that came with Raging Blast 2?
Given the placement of the
Hypothetically, we
timeline,
could
I'm
watch
gonna
both
guess
of them.
the 90s. Well, they're quite short films, aren't they? They're quite
Yeah.
short.
I have both.
Another day.
No, here's the
another
thing.
day.
The 90s. Here's the thing. The 90s version gives us more context.
Who is
Raging
who
Blast
is
2 just
Jafar?
gets right to the
Dude,
action.
Dude, he was looking at people's skirts. What the fuck's wrong with you, old man?
I'm,
What the fuck
I'm
is
almost
wrong
certain.
with you?
I'm almost certain some of those skirt wearers are dudes.
I mean, hey, at least he's shooting at both sides.
Let me see who voices.
You can take
Dai
about
in
200
these.
Okay,
pounds
so-
off of that fucking
So,
thing if you.
Oh
You know,
no!
speaking from
the
experience,
Sigma
this
armor.
is usually not how
with
knots
the
work.
plot, because apparently they saved this country in like the previous arc, but we're not privy to it.
Don't care.
Yeah, again, we're out of context from the show again. So please, Sheamus, let's not get into an argument about it again.
Oh man, that old man is very lucky. Oh my god.
Oh no! Are they twins? Who are
They look
they?
like
Twins,
yeah.
Basil, twins.
So, funnily enough,
Oh my god,
the
she
act-
came back. She
So the
came
actress
back.
who
Oh yeah, there
voice-
she
Oh my
is. They
God.
rescued her.
This probably makes a
rescued
lot
her.
more sense. in
Oh no, it's
context.
not that they rescued her. They just
Yeah.
they brought her back into the plot, I guess.
So the actress who
She's actually in the party.
voices
Oh my god.
Dai in these movies, Toshiko
Oh, no.
Fujita ended up actually being the
No!
Japanese voice for Taichi for a longest time,
That's a
and
good-
she
no, that was
unfortunately
him.
passed away in 2018.
Wait, they blamed it on the
Yeah.
old man who wasn't even there? Oh dude, come on.
That was just uncalled for. Oh, there's the evil
Yeah,
shadow.
that was
There
uncalled
comes the
for. Like he
villain.
wasn't even there. Come on. Wait, oh, another song from Dragon Quest 3, I think. We're escalating quite quickly here.
Super,
Super Dragon General. Glom.
You know he's a big threat when his name is Super
Oh, dude,
Dragon
he just showed the
General.
Minotaur. Zangray.
100 Beast General. The Sorcerer
Double Door.
General.
Fire and Ice General.
Okay, they're
Raygon.
just getting lamer.
These characters are really lamely designed, honestly.
Yeah.
I thought we peaked in lame designs in the first movie. We got a guy doing a destructor disc.
What do you
on, like,
mean? The design in the last movie was great for the villain. You said so yourself.
Yeah, but for the most part, the designs outside of that were quite dull.
Yeah, I
yeah.
have to agree.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
What is it with
Toshiko
Toriyama protagonists
Fujiwara-
wearing a light blue
The act-
clothing?
Dai did appear in the Jump Force video game.
Oh my God.
However,
It's
the voice
Wait,
actors for
oh my
his
God,
act-
that's King
for his
Vegeta
voice actors
film.
were
Oh,
recycled.
dude, that's right.
Were-
'cause,
were
like,
likely
there's this older character like who torments Dai in the series, like this older man character, but we don't know what his deal is. So
We
they're
need
actually adding to
Megazord
the
power
plot here.
now.
Nice. I can't believe they're adding all the antagonists at the start of this movie. We're not even 10 minutes in, and we've already got all our antagonists. And I feel like when it comes to
This is
shonen properties, you usually have like at least, at the highest amount, four main antagonists, and we have five
Well, if
here.
I had to guess,
this
this
is
is
way too
mostly-
much.
No, if I had to guess, it's probably just going to be more action than story, though. I'm guessing.
Which, for a series like Dragon Quest, I think is a bit of a downgrade, honestly.
By the way, Seamus, since Dai is
Too
in
assuming.
Jump Force, how do you feel about the English voice mod for that game?
I've heard it's really good, actually. From what I've seen, the English voice mod, considering what they have to work with and extract
There's an
voices
English-
from the actual
Oh, wait.
anime, it's actually
There's an
really
English
good.
voice mod? There's an English
Yeah,
voice
for
mod?
Jump Force. Yeah.
Oh,
full-on
yeah.
English
Someone
voice mod.
send me that.
Yeah,
I
but here's
wanna
the thing,
install that.
Seamus, for the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War characters, they may have to go back and and get
Yeah,
and
very
do our
likely
voice
they might
clips
have to.
since we're going to get Rukia as Bankai Haka no Togame
Yeah,
in
no,
Yeah.
English in a couple
I
weeks.
do agree, but I don't
Yeah.
know if the mod is gonna. There's a sixth person here. There's way too
Yeah, I
many
mean,
villains in this.
It's
the movie
Poison
literally
Ivy.
said 6 generals.
Yeah, but dude, that's too many fucking villains.
I think the
I mean,
best. I think
That's
the
Yeah,
best.
six
what? Are you
generals.
fucking serious?
Yeah,
This is
there's 6 generals.
You
Are
gotta,
you guys not paying attention?
No, I'm not. It's not that I'm not paying attention. You're telling me that you're gonna try and take and establish 6 villains in 40 minutes.
They're
You're
not
insane.
established. They're
That's the
not
point.
I guess.
established.
Hey,
That's the
guys, we
point. You
found the
have to
missing member of the
establish them.
Belmont clan.
You know, I think
That's
the best
that's exactly the
ones
point.
for. I think. I think the voices.
Ooh.
Oh my
The best
god.
voice. The best.
Oh, no, she was
versions
mildly
for
injured.
the,
All of Dai's sexual fantasies are happening right now.
Anyways,
Honestly,
I was-
these villains are quite like eclectic in terms of their like designs and abilities, but they just are like generic as villains. Oh, we have the land one, we have the dark one, we have the hot one, we have the
It's like-
leader Ganondorf.
Take
You know?
my
It's like
giant
Sonic Lost
space
World.
ball.
He just
I'm
he just
going to
took her
steal
soul.
your
He just took her spirit.
By the way, Seamus,
You
I
should give her
Now
mouth
in
to
terms
mouth.
of
He
the
just stole her soul.
Now they have motivation. They took
Your
took her soul.
is
no one's gonna
mine.
listen to me. Anyways, I was saying,
So she
Hey, miss.
indirectly became the damsel in distress. Fantastic.
Yeah.
of course. So what I was trying to say
Sorry, the
is that
movie's
honestly
going
the best voice clips, the best quality voice clips for the Jump Force game in terms of the English dub mods were the Dragon Ball characters and the Naruto
Oh, yeah.
characters, just
because they had like a
there's
ton of assets there.
yeah, there's plenty
Absolutely.
to use. Whereas with Bleach, you only have like a couple video games and parts of the anime to use.
Same was true
Well,
with
here's the
One
thing.
Piece
No,
at
no,
the
no, no.
time
Here's the
because
thing. With the way,
they
with
had
the way
because the thing is
Funimation, no,
as much
no. Let me finish. With the way Funimation makes its disc, you can separate the English voice acting from the music and essentially make it a separate
it's a
entity.
little that's what they were trying. That's actually what they did with Tenkaichi's 4's mod. If you remember that, they isolated
Oh.
the music tracks to have them
Oh, that's
Yeah.
like
cool.
so to have them like voice the segments as they fight like in Tenkaichi 3, but for the super arcs in Tenkaichi 4.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
they did.
Keep in mind, I know that because Alex has been able to do that all the time with the Funimation DVDs and Blu-rays.
But here's
Because
the thing: like
they're on
for
different channels.
series like say Rurouni Kenshin or My Hero Academia or One Piece, they didn't have as big game dub presences at the time.
At the very
Yeah.
least, My Hero Academia's second fighting game did get an English dub.
It was a
Yeah, it was a
post-launch
free
patch,
update.
though. It was a
Yeah.
post-launch
Yeah, it was
patch.
a post
Still,
launch thing, but it was
well,
ad free.
it's one that actually had all the
Yeah, it
characters
was really
that were
cool that they
included.
did that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Mhm.
They didn't even need to, so that was really cool of them.
I mean, when it comes to like Kenshiro, didn't they use the dubs from like the Sega game that came out? The
I-
Yakuza
He just got.
game?
Oh my
Either
god!
that, or
he
I
just
think
cut
they might
it
have
off!
used
Dude,
whatever
holy
was
shit.
available
How?
for Lex Lang.
That's awesome, dude.
Nani?
He just got a dragon in it. He just
Damn.
turned us into like half Dragon Quest right there.
Dragon
By the way,
Quest, now
Alex-
50% off.
By the way, Alex, remind me, we're doing after we finish the Roger Moore films, we're doing the My Hero Academia trilogy, and were we gonna do Ace Ventura?
We'll
Ace
talk about that
Ventura's not
later.
like a
Off topic.
Hey,
Off
I mean,
topic.
we've,
Off
we've
topic.
already
Mission
we've
Impossible.
already done oh for fuck's sake, dude. Please, dude.
At least
Oh
she's
my
not.
god.
At least she's not like.
Your
freaking out and
ally is
screaming about it.
potentially she got her soul ripped out of her, and you decide to tap ass while doing that. Dude, time and place.
He's a real,
literally
he's a
tap
real
ass, by the
man.
Not even
he is a
Roshi
real-
fucking did that, for God's sake. Roshi had a
He is
little
a
bit of
real
class.
man.
Yeah, this
He is a real man.
This is a more perverted Roshi, and that's saying a lot.
Yeah, considering that's saying he's gonna straight up kill him? He's gonna straight up kill like Storm Albatross? Are you kidding me? My god, this Sigma in this universe is fucking savage.
Okay,
You don't
so
understand. I'm trying to make the ultimate villain cast for that Nintendo 64 game that's gonna come out in 6 years. I need to make it
okay,
Also, I have to improve my tennis skills for that brat with elf ears. And only you six will be able to achieve such an intense task.
okay, so Seamus, if you were to have a dog, what kind would you want?
Oh, I already have 2 dogs. My parents have 2 dogs already, so they have like
What
a
kind?
Prague Ratter and like a Chihuahua mix because we don't know what the other dog's mix because she was a rescue
Oh,
dog.
oh, so they're
So we don't.
tiny.
Well, yeah, they're small dogs. Yeah, they're
So
small
they're
dogs.
ankle biters, is what you're trying to say.
Oh my god!
Well,
He's
I
doing a
mean,
Final Fantasy
kind of, I guess.
6.
Yeah.
My neighbor has 4 of those in the form of dachshunds.
Okay, okay, they're a little taller than they're a little taller than dachshunds, but they're not as wide as dachshund. If you get my drift.
And meanwhile, as you know, I have a pit bull.
Yes, you do.
Dachs-
Yes, you have
dachshunds are adorable.
you have the side character from Tom and Jerry. I'm waiting for the Pitbull character in One Piece to show up. By the way, they've already done the Tom and Jerry allegory. I'm looking forward to it.
Mr. Worldwide.
Also, we got music from Dragon Quest 2 or 3 here, actually, orchestrated.
By the way, Seamus, your Photoshop, I was not impressed.
Well, like I said in your name, you're hardly impressed, so it comes with the territory. You know I'm right.
Give me a second. Hold on.
I have to contemplate my life choices. Hold on a second. It's true though. He's hardly impressed. I keep telling him this.
It's
And I've
very
just
true.
proved it
Yeah,
even
no,
more
the nickname you gave Kevin is perfect. Same with mine. I'm the harbinger of disappointment.
Well, that's what you are.
And you're hardly impressed, which is what you are exactly.
What's Alex's nickname?
The ever-present strummer because he likes to play his guitar like in between our
That's
discussions near the end
perfect.
of it.
Yes.
That is perfect.
Yes, that is perfect.
The ever-present strummer, yes.
Sheamus, I will say that's a true story. Da-da-da.
God damn right it is.
You're goddamn right. The soul snatching spell. He snatched her soul right out of her snatch.
Ah, shit. So we're gonna have to
Totally
dig.
cool when
Oh,
I
so
touch
she's
breast
she's
and tap
cursed
ass,
like
but
Princess
stealing their
Zelda
soul,
was in
that's
Zelda
one
2.
step too far.
Okay, so what you're saying we have to do is we have to reach deep inside her snatch and try to get her soul back.
No,
Yeah,
that
her
is
soul-
not working.
Her soul has been stored deep inside a snatch.
So what you're saying is we have to reach into one lady's snatch
Yeah,
so far that
first
we're
thing you make-
that we're elbow deep.
Yeah, you're
gonna
gonna have
We
to
got
die?
take
goal
your,
for the movie,
you're gonna have to
guys.
take your
This
fingers.
girl will die?
Lay your-
Oh no!
Yep.
your
They've
thumb.
written their. I hate the fact, by the way, that they've written her out of the plot. By the way, that's bullshit.
lay your thumb-
Yeah.
well, you know, they can't have more than one girl in the cast at a time. They brought Princess Leona
Whoa!
back.
They have
Shit,
they
they
have
can't.
they have the twins, if you recall.
Yeah,
Oh, right, they have the
They've got
twins.
like they got the 2 Marth twins
Yeah,
right
but
there.
The
Bullshit,
Marth,
they can't.
the Femarth twins don't do anything though. They just get their asses handled.
They've done a few things here.
But they
No,
get
they
their
were
asses
actually
handled. That's
attacking the
most
bad
of it.
guys.
It's a trap. They're already advertised. Oh, we're actually getting music from Dragon Quest 2 or 3 here, actually, for this. Again, the music is the best part in these movies because it's from the original games. That's sad, honestly.
All right, Seamus, I have a question. And for when we have to do other anime movies, would you want to add the Bleach films?
Well, the problem is, are we talking about this video game series or like a different one entirely? Because Bleach is not based off a video game.
A different one. Unlike for
If
when
it-
we have to do like unofficial commentaries.
If we do, we need to include Naruto and One Piece because I honestly think that One Piece has some fantastic.
Well, One Piece
films.
was already on there, and since I'm done with Thriller Bark, we can add Strong World.
Well, I mean, okay. Here's the thing about that you discount. I can actually add in the best films of,
No. I know we're doing. No. The only reason we're discounting the stuff that only came out in Japan is just because as I
Okay,
got
okay, that's incorrect.
Really
Because
get that?
the first 9 films actually came out on DVD.
How are you
in
two
compilation.
surprised?
I'm
How
trying
are you
to say,
two surprised? He's a literal demon lord.
I'm trying to say, the first 9 films actually came out on DVD in Europe. So to say that they're only Japanese releases is a bit disingenuous.
Yeah, well,
That's a real
they
big
still never
glass.
came
I
out
feel like,
around here in the U.S.
hang on.
Okay,
I feel like
I-
two people could drink that.
I mean, if I were to say to watch any of the Japanese exclusive films, the only one I would add to the list is movie 6. The reason why is because it's from the same director as Digimon R War Game, Summer Wars, Girl Who Leapt Through Time. He had to start with Toei first, and that was his One Piece movie, and you have to watch it. It is the best One Piece movie ever made to this day.
I think we can afford. Seamus, I think, to be honest, I think we'd rather just stick with the ones that were released in the U.S.
Oh, dude, no,
Oh,
you have,
damn.
no, dude. I am telling you, as a One Piece fan, as who's watched all the movies.
Blocking on
except
You're
this
not
is
Ace
so
Attorney,
watching,
fucked
guys.
up.
You're not watching the
I'm
drama.
I'm trying to say that the 6th movie is a phenomenal film on its own right, and Ben and Kevin's saying like, nah, man, it didn't have a Funimation dub, so it doesn't count. I'm trying to
We
make a
gotta
point
go
here.
save our friend.
We're not talking about One Piece. We're talking about Dragon Quest.
But they're both.
Done
Oh,
what?
he's drinking the Ultra's divine water.
Another.
Fuck this
Yep.
shit. Fuck this
Clean
shit,
that
Goku.
up,
You're a
kid.
lame ass.
He punched his friend in the stomach and then drank it. What a
He
Chad.
He needs a horse to ride the. Whoa! He's flying to the moon. Whoa! Did you see that horse? You're like, flying to the sky.
Damn, that's a fast horse.
That is a top tier anime horse right there.
More top tier than any of the Attack on Titan horses that are super
Absolutely.
expendable.
See how high that.
Ooh.
Honestly. I like how they're calling her ma'am, by the way. Ma'am, why do you have to die?
Ma.
You're our
Ma.
main sex appeal, ma'am. Why
I
are you
wonder
doing
if they're
this?
ever. I wonder if they're ever going to make Mom a mom.
I feel like the series are going to go there. You can't jump like halfway across the animation cell, but you'll do. Oh, you, Vito. Are you going to stop me,
Mom
Bulma?
and Pop.
I do
The
like
party
I do like
members
how
are
the princess
Mom
is
and
wanting to go.
Pop.
Yeah.
I forgot to comment
got
on that
full
last
on-
time
she's
because
got-
I didn't notice that
Oh,
was his
yeah.
name.
Yeah, you guys never noticed?
I
By the way,
noticed.
guys, have you noticed? By the way, I don't know if this is a plot point, but he doesn't have his headband anymore. None of them do actually.
Huh.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's
Again,
maybe
something-
it's died.
Probably something from the anime.
Yeah, maybe because I feel like it's like a. I don't know. I think maybe
Oh, you see
Again,
the dagger. The
the
dagger's on
music
his
from the
butt.
games, dude. The music from the games. What the fuck? Why are they doing like Dragon Quest 3 music here? It's so fucking good. Again, why is the best part of these movies the goddamn music? Look and listen to
Because
that.
it's an anime movie.
Yep.
And also because they were made for games, so they stand out even more from the anime because they weren't made for it. Why is the best part of these movies the music? Oh my god! The Minotaur! Oh! Fire and Ice Lord's here. Your fire doesn't burn as far as my flaming, burning passion for ma'am. Oh my god, he's got such horny energy that goes against my flames. Oh my god, these villains.
That much big dick energy
I mean,
is dangerous.
guys, I hate to say it, but if you're trying to make more interesting villains, don't add more of them. Just make one really good one.
Oh, what-
Okay?
what the
If
fuck
you're trying to
was
make
that
like
cut?
7 of them, it just means that most of them are going to be lame.
Meanwhile, Kubo could make a whole squad of villains interesting.
I don't mind as long as the fights are interesting. So
But
far, not quite
remember,
the case.
like, remember when it comes to a mangaka, they have time to establish that. This movie only had
Yes.
4 months in production, so they had to really rush.
in
this.
40 minutes.
Which is a
Yeah, they had to really rush this.
The most interesting villain is Ganondorf.
Ganondorf,
We-
there he is. There he
Yep.
is.
So where did the knife he had in the second
Wait,
movie and the first movie
Galvus.
go?
Wait,
It's on his butt. It's literally on his butt. Are you guys stop paying attention?
no. We're talking about
Oh.
Galvus, not his sword, his dagger.
No, the dagger's on his butt.
I know his dagger is there because again, it's a blunt sword which is used by
I
his
have
avant
given-
powers from his master. That's
I've-
I
I
meant
believe
Alex. Alex didn't know.
Watashi wa.
I'm going mad because sometimes it feels like I'm the only one paying attention.
I'm trying
I
to pay attention.
I am paying attention, but the movie is so fucking boring and generic that it's very hard to do so. The only interesting thing is that
I'm able to
Ganondorf
do
is the
so.
fucking
There's no
villain.
excuse for any of you.
Then watch the Dragon Quest Die series then if you're that invested, because it's probably better than this shit.
Maybe, I don't know though, because I never watched it. It could be worse for all we know.
It's an adaptation of the original manga without any of this filler nonsense, so it's got to be better than this.
Maybe, but we don't know. We lack context.
This will be your grave.
Why did if it was a failure, then why did it last 100 episodes without being
I
canceled?
didn't say it was a failure. What are you talking about?
Because it makes it sound
I'm
like
going
you're
to-
saying that the original series is
No,
shit.
I'm
I'm
just
going to
saying.
steal
We
your
don't know
soul
it
the
because
way
we
I
never
did
watched
that,
it.
bitches.
Also, as good as the music in Dragon Quest is,
Oh my
I'm not a
god,
big
it's
fan
Evil
of how
Falco.
it's Storm Falcon.
Oh, there he goes.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
shit.
Oh my god!
That was fucking
that was
amazing.
Gruesome.
That was brutal. Yeah,
God.
green blood and
That
everything.
was holy
What happened?
shit.
Wow, that is.
The way he was freaking out while sliding off his own body. Holy
he
shit.
predated Trunks' evisceration of Frieza, by the way, with that, by the way.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great.
That was awesome.
That was a great cut there.
What happened to her
Wait.
face?
Whoa, she's going full shaman.
Excuse me. She transformed into a character from
Okay,
Crash
It's
lady,
his sexual
She's
fantasies
literally
come to
whipping
life.
his ass.
lady, he's too... Why are they wearing masks?
because it's
What?
COVID
Because it's
era.
poison.
Seamus, keep up.
Seamus,
Sorry.
explain why
They gotta keep
earlier.
from getting the coof.
I don't care enough to care, Ben. There's the
Then
thing.
Oh
pay
my God.
attention.
I don't care.
I don't care
But you
either.
love it.
This movie has given me no reason to care aside from the soundtrack and the animation.
Again,
Because
you have to pay
this is from
attention.
Dragon Quest. This is from Dragon Quest
If you
2, I
don't
think.
know what specific
Music.
detail, that's
You-
on you. It's your fault.
Okay, you
because
had to
it's
do that on
funny.
purpose.
This movie does
You aimed
not
where they were
deserve
going to be instead
keen
of where they were.
analyzation. It's a shallow as hell movie. It does not deserve it.
I disagree.
You, He-Man.
I've played the Dragon Quest games, dude. I know this does not
I have a
deserve
I'd
it.
little
have
hole in my
to.
head, and I'm not as stupid as you.
Yep, Die is
Ooh.
totally gonna get
Burn,
killed
baby,
here.
burn.
Let me just say that
Disco
a fucking
Inferno.
jester is more intimidating than these fucking clowns. All right, let me just say that right now, okay?
Sorry, Die. Try not to die.
Jester.
Bonus
And
points if
I'm-
anybody knows what that's from.
I know it's unfair to compare a plot of like a 4-month rushed anime production to like actual
My
Dragon Quest
beautiful
games,
hair.
but honestly,
you-
the villains in the actual Dragon Quest games are far better than this ensemble right now. These villains are so lame. Even if they're awakening kinks in our main
Nah, I
antagonist,
mean, some of
honestly.
them, no. Some of them are neat, but
Yeah, you see,
Some
Kevin, you
are-
get it. Yeah, you see
I
it.
didn't even get to finish what
No,
I was saying.
I
Some
was
of them
laughing
are
at what
neat,
Alex
but-
said.
Who the
Wait,
fuck
Krang?
are you?
Lizard
Who's
Krang?
this?
Wait, who? Whoa,
Who
what?
are you?
Who's
What?
this? Who's that? What the fuck is going
Who are
on?
you? Who are you guys?
It's your Dragon Quest 3 music again.
That-
Nice.
Oh,
And
these
he
supposed to
has
be
a-
anime characters again.
He
It's
has
the
a fucking
Strider!
Power Rangers sequence.
Wait, it's the guy from the intro!
Whoa,
I'm sorry, I take that back.
dude.
Kamen Rider sequence.
Dude, he's a Power Ranger.
No, there's only one of him. It's clearly a
Yeah, it's
Kamen
the guy
Rider.
from the
Dude.
intro.
That's the guy from the intro. Yeah, it is. He's like an
Totally
ally
his
to
first-
Dinah.
It's totally his first appearance in the series. Totally, definitely.
I honestly
Except for
do
what was
actually like
likely
the
a
fact that
pre-established
they-
Machina.
conflict.
I actually do like the fact that they befriended
that would
like
be
a
Deus Vult
monster
Machina.
like
Yeah.
creature on their side. That's actually some good world building, honestly, because it means You know, again, this is another Dragon Quest movie which has not had a single goddamn Dragon Quest monster in the whole fucking movie.
Hey,
I'm
Seamus,
Yeah,
very
good point.
You know,
Seamus, if it makes you feel any better, we could add the One Piece TV specials to our list.
No,
No,
no, no.
TV I mean, as much as I want to watch the Romance Dawn thing and the like original kind of pilot from like the 15-year anniversary, the problem is that they're like 20 minutes long.
Oh,
They're
he
not
caught
like
with his hand.
I love
Oh,
those. I love them, but they don't.
What about
qualify.
episode of East Blue or episode of Skypiea?
Episode of East Blue and Skypiea are abridged versions of
you'll
the
just
arcs.
rush my sword.
I've actually watched episode
Get
of East Blue with
roasted,
cats, and
motherfucker.
sadly, they devalue the original source material a lot. Sadly,
so we'll
they
just
cut
be
a
sticking-
lot of stuff.
Okay, we'll just
Just
be
stick to
sticking
the
with the
movies.
movies I listed on the broadcast chat.
Guys, stay
Again,
on topic. Stay on
again,
topic.
okay.
the only
hang on.
exception
Question.
is the six.
a
The
question
only
for
exception to
Seamus.
that, Kevin, is the. I'm trying to make a point here, guys. He's just walking up a cliff. I can say this. The only exception is,
Oh,
that I would say that you add, Kevin, is the sixth movie. That's it. That's the only one I'll fight for.
So
because it
Seamus,
was
have
done-
you
it
ever
was-
heard
it
of
was-
a game called Normality?
No, I have not.
Okay,
What's
never
that
mind
about?
then.
Oh,
He
boy,
really
yeah, my
looks
gust-
like
it-
he looks
it
like
takes a-
Saiyan
it-
Saga
It
Gohan.
takes a lot when a gust of wind is able to devalue our main character, and also
Ooh, what the
like,
heck? He just fired a laser.
Okay,
Sword.
all right.
My
I
brother.
can say this. The climaxes of the Dragon Quest games don't have this many moving parts. Why? Because it makes no goddamn sense. And also, like in other shonen manga of this, they don't have like all these like characters at the same time. Why? Because
All
they
right,
know that.
Zoro.
I mean, look at Bleach, the Thousand Year Blood War. From what I'm able to understand, they actually separate each of their main encounters with a single character because it adds more character depth. Same with One Piece. Same
All you
with
had
Naruto
to do
in
was
a lot
not
of
leave
cases.
yourself open.
I'm guessing it's this, My Hero Academia is the exact same way. And you're saying that we're just gonna add like a ton of these villains and like have them take them out in one hit?
Huh.
There, that's super
I mean,
lame. It's super
One Piece did
goddamn
the
Black
same
lame.
Panther
thing with
ripped your
this
heart out.
movie.
But here's the thing: that's a movie, so you have to take. And also, when it comes to Strong World, they take out their villains individually, not as an ensemble like this. This is like honestly way lamer than Strong World, because Strong World actually makes a point to establish its villains way better than this. This just seems like the
By the way,
generic
Strong
D&D,
World
like,
also. By the way, Strong
like,
World also has Scott
Oh, nice.
Oh, man.
I can honestly
hot
talk
ones,
about
yeah.
I honestly could talk to you about why I love Strong World so much, to the point that I even include it in a university dissertation. But I would be here all day if I did that.
What that? What was
McMinnville. By the way,
skeleton?
by the way, since Thriller Bark wasn't dubbed by that point, that was essentially the U.S.
It was actually the first
audience's,
time we heard Scott McNeil, or whatever his name was, voicing Brooke in Strong World, by the way.
Ian Sinclair.
Ian Sinclair, thank you. Thank you.
Seamus.
So that was essentially
That-
the English debut.
That
of-
was because,
of
yeah,
Brooke.
like, Thriller Bark was not dubbed at that time. That was the first time we heard Brooke's English dub at the time.
Seamus, you
Why
wrote a
do you want-
university dissertation based on that. I
My
wrote a
university
literature
dissertation
review
was
of the Rose
was
of
actually
Versailles.
Guys,
my university
guys,
dissertation
enough,
was
enough,
actually
enough.
I'm trying to
enough.
make more
Laser
Stop.
beams are being
I am
fired.
trying to
Watch
make
the
more interesting
movie!
conversation than this goddamn movie is showing any interest in its
Watch
audience.
the
This movie is
watch
boring
it,
as shit.
Watch.
Lord
I'm
Galvus,
sorry,
lend me your sword.
Ganondorf giving his
Oh.
powers to Death from Castlevania is not interesting. I'm sorry,
No,
it's
it is.
not.
this is not
They literally-
interesting at all.
They
I'm
literally
having
took,
fun.
they
You
literally
guys are
took
just for losers.
No. They take down the Thought Queen in 2 seconds, and then
So-
they're doing this whole like Final Shine bullshit before GT was a thing.
So Seamus,
This movie is
What Final Shine
really,
attack is awesome.
really.
Oh, what?
Look at this! Oh, dude,
that's
it's gonna cut
bullshit.
you. Between
was-
that, this is like some like Dragon Ball, like this is like
That was
Vegeta during this final cell.
BS.
huh,
I hate this movie. I hate it. This movie
Yes.
is lame as shit.
this is
Yes,
like
it
a
is.
this is like the less interesting cousin to Dragon Ball Z.
The second movie was better. Why? Because it had a more concise cast. This movie added 6 villains with no personality, other side of the fact that they awaken several fetishes,
Quiet.
and
We're trying to watch
Ganondorf.
the end of the
That's the only
movie.
thing they added. I'm sorry, I'm saying this is what's going on with no subtitles.
I
You
have to
can't say I'm
agree.
disrupting it when there's no dialogue.
Ben, you trying to get us to focus? It's not helping.
No.
Oh, I can
And also,
try.
wait, you're telling me they killed Ganondorf right there?
Yeah, they
Are you
killed
That's
Ganondorf
kidding?
and died.
In that
Died.
one clash. That, and it wasn't even Die who did it. He just like cut like Ganondorf's thigh. It's like, oh my thigh, my one weakness. And then he died. That's bullshit. That is
Yeah, that's
so
a
fucking
waste
lame.
of. That's a waste of a great villain. Oh, come on.
Great
He better come back.
villain.
He better come back to life, like the Ganondorf, but like Davius. He better come back.
He better come back. That's bullshit. That's such bullshit if he doesn't come back. Come on, yes. Oh wait.
No, oh, hold on. That was
No,
one of
that's
his.
someone
That's one of his like.
else.
His, no. Oh, they're all six of them are gonna give him life, dude. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
Please come back. Please come back.
These
Come
villains
on, it
are
would be
so
such a
fucking lame.
waste.
Make Ganondorf like primal. He's coming back, dude. He's coming back.
Thank
Yes!
God. Come
He's
on,
coming
give us
back.
one cool
Ganondorf's
fight. Let's
coming
go. Come
The
on,
actual
Ganondorf.
coolest villain in the movie's coming back. Thank you.
Yes.
He's coming back. Yes.
Oh my God,
He's
wait,
T-posing
back
to
up.
life.
Ice Pinchero.
He's T-posing back to life, dude. This is
Oh my
amazing.
God.
I've accepted your lives
The
and become the
complete
complete
hexagram?
hexagram.
What?
Finally, yes, we actually have. I thought we were gonna have an anti-climax in this movie, but we don't. Ganondorf's back.
Come on, give us a
Yawn.
cool fight.
Nope. Nope. I honestly think this villain is the coolest out of all the three we've seen
Oh,
tonight.
absolutely.
So far.
Oh, absolutely.
He is the coolest
without a
villain.
doubt. He's freaking
Meh.
cool.
Yeah, of the three, I think this guy is probably the best, but unfortunately,
He had the best design from the start. He was like the villain of the main like series, and he has shown the Power Wars. The the first villain in the first movie was just a stone wall. This guy's shown more agency in the plot
Yeah.
comparatively,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he
the first
came back,
one
and he's
literally
like
stonewalled us.
fucking like Janemba in this shit, way before Janemba was cool or even existed.
Oh, man.
I'm not gonna
So
let you take out my sweet piece
here
of
comes
ass.
the Deus Ex Machina.
Lend him your energy. Put your hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care.
Die, take my power.
And this is
power
be
of
the
your
only
staff.
time in history
Oh,
where he
shit.
says,
Here we go.
"Yes, ma'am," and it makes sense in context. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is gonna be lame.
Oh
I
no, this
just
looks
know
really
it.
fucking cool, actually.
Is this
This
where
looks
Ocarina
really
of Time got
cool.
the idea?
No!
Dude! He just,
Dude,
dude,
he cut the energy beam in half.
dude.
See, that's what I meant by
sick.
lame.
That's
That's
sick.
not lame. That's awesome.
That
Oh,
was
that was
lame.
fucking great.
No, that was awesome.
That was
10 out of 10,
badass.
best movie ever.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
No.
10 out of 10, 11 out of 10.
He used,
No.
he used the soul of his departed friend inside there to power him up to slice through the combined power of the
That's
60.
badass.
That was awesome.
That's
Awesome.
That's
Look at this
actually
shot.
genuinely
That-
fucking cool.
That is
Yeah,
That's a
well, he
great
went
awesome.
shot. Look
Yeah,
at
well, he
that.
went out like a bitch.
That's awesome.
He went out like a bitch.
No, that went
Yeah,
out
yeah,
like a
yes,
badass.
okay. Unfortunately, he had a lot of build-up, and it didn't mean too much, but that final attack was so fucking cool.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
great.
I've seen better.
That was
Hell,
great.
Oh, Fusion Reborn
Again,
had a better.
Kevin, here's the thing, Kevin,
finale.
Okay,
You're proving Sheamus' point, right? You're proving his point.
Remember that Fusion Reborn came out 6 years after this movie. So
And
don't
that's
put comparing
credit.
Well,
Fusion
the movie's over now.
And let's see
Okay,
if there's anything.
no. Hold on. This movie looks like
Yeah.
it's once gonna have a post-credit sequence. Honestly,
Skip
honestly
it.
feels
Yeah,
like
Skip
no.
to it, Ben.
Yeah, so
No,
no,
credit
no,
scene.
we're gonna watch the whole thing. Yeah, we're gonna go through
Yeah,
the credits and we're
I
gonna
feel
find
as if-
out that the villain was secretly the hero from the future. Or
dude.
some shit
Even
like
though that
that,
villain
like
was
whatever the
even-
fuck
even
was
though
going on at the
I
end
mean,
of Pokemon
I
Forever.
just my theory about the villains being really generic for a lot of that was absolutely right.
Oh, this is
Because the
actually a
six
really
villains, they
no.
were-
Stop skipping. This is actually a really good. This is actually really
Yeah,
good.
like they're
outro
Sorry,
they're,
credits.
go
they're showing
back.
like Yvonne's like they're showing Yvonne's like legacy on like people he trained. Yeah,
Yeah.
with his like glasses in there. Like yeah, and this is really good. I agree with Alex here.
Sorry, I thought you wanted me to skip it for a second.
No,
No,
we didn't.
Kevin
No,
said
because
that.
I
He
again,
said
misunderstood.
no.
I
I feel
apologize.
I feel
Okay,
as
I
if this is not
apologize.
this is not the anime's ending sequence. This is something for the film, and I feel like we're going to see like an epilogue to the movie. Honestly, because
Was
remember,
this-
like
I don't-
When was this
Man,
movie
I don't know.
released?
I
by
just
the way?
need-
back.
maybe.
Hang on.
It was released in the
better
same
have
year
a-
as the second
It
one.
better have a fucking epilogue, or I'll be upset because like Ma'am had no role in this at all, and I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
she
helped.
just gets her soul back, and then that's how it ends. Probably.
1992.
Yeah, it was in the same
92.
year as the second movie, so it was like a 4-month turnaround.
September.
I think.
Ooh, this was
Honestly,
released.
for-
This was released right before the show ended.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, like because the manga actually
There's no
went further.
prologue. There's no
Honestly-
prologue.
Oh,
Epilogue, I mean, there's no
that is
epilogue.
shit.
Aw,
That is
boo-hoo.
shit.
Let me play you a sad song on the world's smallest violin.
Alex, you mentioned that
Or
the
in
series
fact-
ended. Alex, you ended the series that ended not long after this movie, but the actual manga continued until
Thank-
1996.
Hold
So
Thank
it
you.
kept going. The manga kept
Oh,
going.
even better.
Yeah.
So
Dang.
in
Okay.
a sense, what I'm trying to say is, guys, is that the manga is a superior version to watch rather than this anime series.
And
honestly.
then and
We
then
don't
the
know
show.
that. We don't know that.
Well, Kevin just proved that the anime ended prematurely before the series ended.
Yeah,
So
and then
It
the
what
did.
does that
show,
tell you?
Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Anyway.
Okay, so mind if I go
What?
first?
Yeah,
Go ahead. You're very enthusiastic
Okay.
about this. So go
I
ahead.
will say this, like, concept alone, I love the idea of the concept. The shadow of the main villain essentially coming to be the main villain. I love his design too. His design is fucking awesome. And the thing is, like, I don't mind the idea of the six generals as long as you make the fights awesome. They aren't. For the most part, they are the worst of the three.
He's
They
true,
are
he's
the
right,
worst
though.
of
He's right.
they are the worst of the three, unfortunately. And while I like some of the designs of the six generals, like for example the grass lady and the deaf dude, everyone else is just kind of lame. There's like bits of coolness, like when he cuts the dragon half, or the final kill of the final villain, or the final villain himself is awesome, but it's just the worst of the films. And it's also really badly paced. Like it felt
Yes.
far longer than the second movie when it was
Yeah.
the exact same time length. And it also just kind of ends like just, oh, it's time to end it.
Oh,
And that's
like
it.
Mam's just got her soul back. Okay, no close out story for any of the people and the characters
Like-
established on the island. Remember those like twins of like Marth twins and like their master? They don't fucking matter. Nope.
Yeah,
Nope. We're
Yeah,
just gonna, end it- we're
they're
gonna end
just
it here.
there. They're just there. Like they
The
don't serve
master
a
doesn't
purpose.
even
They just,
show up for like the second half
only-
of the movie. For all I know, he's groping ass and tits
like,
for like the second half of the
to
movie.
be
That's
fair-
all.
to be
Apparently, that's all we
fair,
know.
again, to be fair, they were probably in the anime by the point the movie came out, so I get why, but they don't serve any real purpose in this
The
movie.
point is,
I
like,
mean, there's
that sorcerer is implied in those scenes to be their new master, and he doesn't play a role in the final fight at
Mhm.
all. And
Yeah,
considering
it's-
that Dragon
it-
Quest, honestly, like, is like a franchise about wizardry and magic and like other powers. Why wasn't he there to play some kind
Yeah.
of part in terms of the magic? It seems like a
I-
wasted opportunity.
I will say this, like in potential, I say it has the best potential of the three. I love the villain idea and its concept. It just feels wasted. It genuinely feels like they wasted this awesome villain. While he does some cool stuff near the end, it's at the end of the movie where he does the cool shit, and it's kind of lame. Now I'm not gonna say it's shovelware, but I would say definitely at the bottom of Dead on Arrival so far.
Yep,
I hate to
I'm
say
putting
that,
it
but
there as well.
yeah, it
Yeah,
deserves
For
that
once,
same.
spot.
Ben and I are in
it's
actual
sad.
agreement.
Honestly, I got to
Yeah.
agree. This is while this has an awesome ending fight scene and that the final climaxes are pretty cool. Not gonna take anything away from it there. It's just not
Yeah.
very good. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. The movie doesn't present a whole lot of context for the scenario that we have, and it's just kind of lame.
One thing I will
Lame,
say I like
lame,
is
lame,
I do
lame,
like
lame,
I
lame,
do
lame,
like
lame, 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 lame,
I do
lame.
like how the
Who did you
princess takes
contact?
initiative, but
Yeah,
I do like
I
yeah, no, no, no. I do
go
like
on.
how the princess takes initiative, but she also does nothing in the movie for the most part.
Yeah.
She does more than the first movie, though. Give her that at least.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I will agree with that. But yeah, we're on agreement on here, right? I think we
Let
said
me.
all we could say.
Yeah.
Let's.
I feel like I haven't said my piece on this, sadly. Even
Oh,
though
so yeah, go ahead,
I
Chimas. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Again, the best part in this music, in this entire franchise, is the music. Why? Because it
Mm-hmm.
was based off the orchestrations of Koichi Sugiyama. So
Yep.
that's not a fair point for this entire franchise because they're basing this off there. But honestly, consider this, like you said, in the time frame, giving fans a reason to hear the orchestrations of his music is honestly a selling point because
Yep.
music is stellar. It's timeless. The fact that like he's going out of his way to say "fuck you," I have to make you pay for my orchestras and not have various versions have it is because he knows that music is good as it is because he's
Yep.
entitled like that. But that's
Mm-hmm.
besides the point because Koichi Sugiyama is a bit of an arsehole regarding how his music is released to the point where
Yeah.
okay, I could go into the games. Shut up. Back on topic. All right. Back on topic with these movies. Th- this is probably the worst movie among them. Why?
Yep.
Because it stretched itself too thin. The first movie was okay because it compacted its characters down with a lame story and like generic s characters, but at least it had a cool villain design. This villain design was immediately established as I'm the shadow of the main antagonist of the entire series, and I'm going to do your job better. It's like, hey, fuck you. No, you can't. It's like, watch me. And then he like summons like 6 demons out of nowhere in a village to eviscerate what happened in the prior arc, which is what they established saying, like, oh, we saved this village previously. Nope. Six demons come out of nowhere to say, fuck that shit. No, you have not. I'm gonna take your GF away from you and you're like her entire soul being. I was like, damn. Yeah. We have 24 hours to deal with it. By the way, they mentioned that 24-hour time limit, and that never plays into the entire plot after that point. It's just an
Never.
arbitrary sense of trying to add
Yeah,
tension,
it's
and
they're
it
trying to
fails
give it a ticking
miserably.
clock element like they're fucking Chris Chibnall.
If it was like 12 hours, you could argue that it would have been a little bit stronger. Like maybe say, like Kevin can agree with the. I actually do agree with this. The time limit on the Thriller Bark arc of One Piece saying sunrise because the characters who had their shadows stolen, if they did not get them back by sunrise, they would have burned to ash. That's a really
Yeah.
good time limit. I
Yes, that
agree.
actually
That's awesome.
that's part of what made me really like Thriller Bark is it gave us clear stakes.
Yeah, the three strongest characters in One Piece's Straw Hat crew were under a time limit. This movie
Mm-hmm.
failed to do that. And then let's, on top of that, add to the lamest shit villains.
Oh, and
The
also
lamest.
Thriller Bark, unlike all the other pre-time skip arcs, has Zoro doing his most badass moment in all of One Piece.
Well, I mean,
Literally,
he has
him,
tons of them, but
him.
that's his peak.
No. It's like that moment is his absolute peak. It
It
shows
is.
that he is the most loyal crew member among the Straw Hats.
Yeah, it
Nobody
never gets
holds
any
a
better than
candle
that.
to his loyalty.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Zoro, after taking enough pain and Ursa's shock from Bartholomew
Kuma.
Kuma,
Yeah, that's the one.
literally takes all of Luffy's pain that he endured fighting Gecko Moria ores and whatnot, and stands there like a total badass.
Dude, what the
And
hell
you want to know
happened?
what he said?
And then he just said, "You say
It
it. You
was
say it."
nothing. It was absolutely nothing.
No Nemo. Agata. Which means absolutely nothing happened. And he's just standing there, bleeding as all can be, like voice
Yeah,
haggard.
he's
Hey,
he's
can
struggling
we,
a
can
bit,
we,
but he does
guys,
not
can
falter.
Again,
we,
I'm gushing about
guys,
One
can we
Piece,
get back?
and Kevin's gushing about One
Can
Piece
we
for One Piece,
please?
which is a very rare thing for Kevin to do. By the
Sadly,
way.
that's not going to happen with the next saga because I already know how that ends.
Oh, dude. Okay, I'm gonna say how wrong you are, but let's actually go back towards Dragon
Yeah,
Quest.
please go
My
back on
point,
topic. We need to wrap this up.
my point is this movie is fucking lame. It had all the potential in the world, but it put too many cooks in the kitchen, and those cooks are the 6 demons that
Many
they put in
cooks.
just so that they can add a rainbow like subtitle in the start of their movie credits. I guess is the
Yeah.
only reason
I mean,
why.
yeah.
They had
I
a
mean, yes,
really
Britney
cool
one,
villain,
stupid one with weird powers.
and the one that awakened kinks in people apparently.
Anyway, so
So yeah,
so
no,
next,
it
I
is
believe
DO,
next time we got
it is
We next
DOA,
time.
the bottom of
Yeah.
DOA.
What the fuck?
Yeah, next time is Far East of Eden, the OVAs. I have them on me now, so they are ready. But we're
Excuse
just
me.
gonna watch. I guess.
Oh, we're gonna watch the trailer. Okay.
Yeah,
Before you
if I
do
can
that though,
find
Ben,
one.
before you do that, Ben, I
Oh.
have a little proposition. I have been
What?
hyping up something for a little bit time. So I've talked about how the Adventure of Dai has had a anime adaptation from the 2020s that was highly received and well regarded. But what if I told you that
No, no
next
trailer.
month in September we are getting a action RPG based off that new reboot series, an full-on
Okay,
action
what?
RPG
Can we?
of Dragon Quest. It's a
That
2-minute long
sounds-
trailer.
That
It
sounds
won't take
fucking
long.
Well,
amazing.
yeah, I can't find a trailer. We'll watch that.
I've
instead.
already I'm screen sharing it right now, my dude. It's right there.
Oh, I just said
You're
we'll watch
fucking
it
up my-
instead since I can't find a
fucking
trailer
up
for
my
Far
crop.
East of
Yeah,
Eden.
yeah. I think this is a good close
Alright.
off to get
Ben,
people excited
yeah.
for the new video game
Yeah.
because this actually looks really, really good for the new Dragon Quest game.
Check it out.
Okay, let's see the action RPG for Adventures of Dai, the 2020
Peggy
series.
12.
I think it's
Oh yeah,
gonna be
before we went to
Adventure-
Xbox.
Adventures of Dargan.
Long ago,
Man,
when
this
the
is
gods
to
first
die
created
for.
this world, the gods of dragons, darklings,
Go
and
sit in the
humans
corner.
convened and came to an agreement to create a being with the strength of dragons, the magic power of darklings, and the heart of humans. Ultimate warrior. The Dragon Knight.
The ultimate warrior, you say?
This looks cool. Well, I recognize you.
I recognize him too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool with some of the content. Yeah, I recognize you guys.
Stand against destiny.
That's a good voice, Alex.
First time
I
we're
like that.
hearing English voices for these characters.
you.
This game's getting a full localization. Yeah.
Well, at least this is more of an action RPG than turn-based.
Oh shit! It's Dragon Ball.
Shoryuken!
Or you can. He asked if he could have a minute, and he said, and Dai said,
What the heck?
"Sure you can."
The action in this game is far better than the movies that we just watched. I should mention.
Yeah.
No shit, it was made
Yeah.
in
This is-
2023.
No,
The bigger
well, that
budget,
doesn't
more
matter.
time developed. That's not a
This is a
comparison.
better movie. This game is a better movie than that movie was.
No. That's not
September
fair comparison.
28th,
Okay,
people.
hang on.
Anyways,
Amazon.com.
so next time, hang on. So next time, we're going to be watching Far East of Eden, the 2-part OVA. Until next time, have a very methly crude. I don't remember the phrase.
Bye, Infinity Strash, folks.
Okay, by the way,
Alright,
before we go,
baby.
I have to read off a chat that we got from the kick stream. Hi, Seltzer Squad says, hi, can I get a follow back on Twitter? And my username is FazeBera. There's nothing on either your Twitter or Kick that I can see that would actually be worth following, unfortunately. So, you know, I'm just going to let you, I'm going to let you be in the chat, and, you know, you can either follow us or you can unfollow us. As long as you don't spam or you know, demand that we follow you for some reason, you can stay here.
Spam or die.
Yeah, but you know, we're just not gonna do that. Anyways,
No, we don't
go
do
check
beggars.
us. Yeah. So, I'm Alex. You know who I am. You know who Kevin is. You know who Ben is.
Yep.
Seamus, go ahead and shill.
You know who I am because I'm the only British person outside of RGS in this crew, so my voice stands out beyond anyone else's. So
That's
I'm
true.
Going to assume
He has
you
a
know what I
point.
am.
He has a point.
True. Yes, we are the four people who everybody knows and asks for. We are the four amigos, the four musketeers, maybe. Pre-order
I'm the
now to
Scrooge
get a
McDuck.
Hero Tutors
I would say
trading
that.
card.
Please, guys, can we
Anyways.
please end the episode?
Bye,
I wanna go to
Infinity's
bed.
trash.
I'm going to hold you
Bye,
hostage
Infinity
until we all play
Trash.
this game.
God,
No, seriously.
Alex, I want to go
Bye.
to bed.
Next month. Next
Alex,
month.
please.
Bye.